everybody, and welcome to the ABB FIA Formula E World Championship, coming to you from Rome as well. We are all set to go for what I think is going to be an absolutely fantastic race. We're around about 10 minutes away from the green light going on. Ed Hunter's not with us in the commentary box today, but one person who is joining us is Megan Birch for the first time this year. Eating your cookie, how are you?
Hi. I'm eating both of my meals today in the box. I had breakfast in here, and this is my lunch.
There's no better place.
Joshua's making shepherd's pie later, so I'm saving room. That's why my lunches are basically cookies.
Yes, I am indeed making shepherd's pie later on as well, and
You
thankfully...
make good shepherd's pie.
Say that again?
You make good shepherd's pie.
You forget that you don't have a microphone like this yet.
Mm.
We've got this, but we haven't got one of these. But we're changing these anyway.
You make good shepherd's pie. I like it.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody on YouTube and Twitch as well. We are co-streaming, and hello, everyone who is watching on JB Motorsports on delay. Apologies, first of all, that we can't bring this race to you live on the main JB Motorsports YouTube channel due to a copyright block. So you've got an upload, but we are live on Twitch for our new forever home. We'll be co-streaming there for the rest of time, as well as on YouTube on JB Motorsports too. So at least we are on YouTube and on Twitch. But I suppose, Megan, it's the best of both worlds at the moment. But talking about the race today, Hughes doesn't start, as we knew after that crash. He's not going to be taking any further part. But Evans versus Bird front row looks extremely strong. Fenestra's up there, but Dennis, who leads the title by 1 point to Cassidy. Cassidy starts 9th, Dennis starts in 7th, Verline starts 10th. All of them, bar Dennis, not getting into the duels, and Dennis falling at the first hurdle as well. He got kicked out by Bird.
Surprising we're all so high up.
Do you reckon that we're going to see a close race today? Air temperature 32 degrees. Tomorrow it's going to be 48. Track temperature, though, the highest we've ever had in a Formula E race. It's 60 degrees out there. The track, literally, the rubber soles of some of the production teams. I've just heard Radzi talk about it. They've literally been melting so much as well.
Jeez.
Do you reckon that we're going to have a lot of tyre issues here today?
Yes, especially since they already are locking up too much and going off.
Drivers just getting ready then as well to go into it. I feel like what we're doing right now is kind of what ESPN used to do on their old little broadcast coming in as well. A quick preview before we go over everything as well. 25 laps ahead of us, plus any extra time as well. Attack mode information got launched as well, so we'll give you all of those informations during the E-Prix. But the one thing to note that we could have laps added and time added, and that could play a factor because the energy situations, Megan, we've seen in the last few races, especially back in Portland, because you can't recharge these cars and they were meant to be charged up, everybody is now lifting and coasting throughout the Grand Prix. Nobody wants to lead. But with conditions like this, do you reckon leading's probably the best thing so you can better save the energy? Because if you pack racing, the temperature's going to rise in the batteries.
Yeah, and then you won't have to be moving around so much. And honestly, with the possibility of a red flag and safety cars, we're going to see a lot of disqualifications, I think.
A lot of drivers going off the track as well at several points in this weekend, as we've seen it mainly down at turn 7 and also at the bottom of the hill at turn 14. But the biggest worry that everybody's got is sort of coming into in through 5 and 6 into 7. The large bumps that we've got on the track there. A bit like what we see in IndyCar in Toronto this weekend.
They're menaces.
The bumps really have been a problem, and it's taken out Jake Hughes from the event as well. We've had big crashes there before. Do you reckon we could get I'll let you have a sip. Do you reckon we are going to get like an accident there, red flag? Because we saw Cassidy had to avoid it as well, and so did Rast.
We're definitely going to see another accident.
Red flags?
At least one, I would think.
Okay, well, thanks, Mez. I'll let you get your headset on as well. Let's take a look at how they line up on the grid then with the full order here today. It's Mitch Evans who's on pole position here as well. He is starting alongside his teammate Sam Bird in P2. Third on the grid for Sasha Fenestra. Sebastian Buemi starts in 4th position. Then moving further down the field as well, we can get to see as well with Buemi 4th. Rast starts up in 5th. Mortara is 6th. Dennis starts 7th. Gunter is 8th. Cassidy 9th, Verline rounds out the top 10, NATO 11th, Van Dorn in 12th, Da Costa 13th, Muller is 14th, Degrassi 15th, 16th for Jean-Eric Verne, 17th Robin Frines, Dan Ticktum 18th, Roberto Meri is 19th, Andre Lotter 20th, and Sergio Sette Camera taking it in 21st position. So there's a lot to look forward to, and I feel, Megan, as well, coming into this one, that we're going to have a sort of a split strategy across the races. We're going to see people take their first attack mode. Of course, you've got to use it for the 8 minutes. So you get 8 minutes of attack mode. You can do it in either a 2 minute or 6 minute, or you've got 6 minutes or 2, 4 and 4, or 2 and 6. That's the duration of what you can have across the board. So
I would have.
What?
2 and 6.
I was about to say 2 and 6 because when you're in the beginning of the race here, it would be easier to take the 2 minute to close up.
And then when you're near the end of a race and you want to get to a position you want to be, use a 6 minute, you can easily bypass everyone.
Race starts in around about 4 minutes and 50 seconds as well. We're live across Twitch and on YouTube for the first time, dual streaming. Hopefully everything's going to play ball and not going to have a problem with us here. We're all looking forward to it. We hope you are too, because this is going to be something we've never ever seen before. 60-degree track temperature in the air. And I know it's a pun of saying I can feel something in the air tonight, but seriously, Megan, this is just getting crazy. The amount of worries that everyone's had. I've never ever seen the drivers look, oh God, this could be something big coming into the track before. And they are actually not worried, but they're worried.
I fear more about thunderstorms, so no, it's the sun.
Yeah, the land of the rising sun, but that's not Japan. We're here.
Do you know what would be great?
What?
If they were solar powered.
Indeed, it would be.
In these ones, because then they'd have no problem.
Here it comes then. Sit back and enjoy the first Rome E-Prix. Rome electrified is the saying of what we all want to see. Welcome to round 13 of the ABB FIA Formula E World Championship in 2023. Hankook's Rome E-Prix is the destination. Nobody knows exactly what we're going to see in this extraordinary race, but we are all prepared. The drivers came in bright and early this morning. They were all set to go. Everybody was just a little bit worried as to what the possibilities of the weather could be. We knew it would be dry. In no way, shape or form did we know exactly how hot it was going to be. They're going to have to contend with 25 laps around a 3.385 kilometre circuit here. Turn 7, Megan, has been the action point throughout the weekend. And they are really going to have to sort of not worry about it, but I would say slightly panic about the overall attack mode at turn 15, because as we said, you've got to go so offline there to take it.
I think we may have a crash around that point.
Yeah, drivers going offline to take it because they're going to have to cut straight across.
Especially when they're coming out of it, they're going to end up crashing.
Jake Hughes won't start this race on row 11. He's alongside Sergio Sette Camera then. He's in 21st. Then we see Andre Lotterer starts in 20th grid on row 10. Alongside him is Roberto Meri. Row 9, 18th for Dan Ticktum. 17th for Robin Fries on the grid as well. Row 8 sees Jean-Eric Verne start in 16th. Alongside him is Lucas de Grassi. Row 7 sees Nico Muller in 14th position. Alongside him is Antonio Felix da Costa in 13th. Row 6 sees Stoffel van Dorn line up 12th. Alongside is Norman Nato. Good performance of Nissan. Fenestras is in 3rd on the grid. Top 5 rows then. 10th position for Pascal Verline and Nick Casti in 9th. The two championship protagonists on the next row. They've got to deal with Gunther and then the championship leader of Jake Dennis. Row 3 sees Eduardo Mortara start in 6th position. Rene Rast was up there in qualifying. He starts 5th. Row 2, Sebastian Buemi is 4th. Sasha Fenestras, really impressive, starts in 3rd. But it's a Jaguar TCS Racing front row for the first time in over a year. Sam Bird is 2nd, despite not actually going to originally take part in the duels. And Mitch Evans once again on pole here in Rome.
Do you know what I just realised? The fact that, you know how Lotterer is usually the bridesmaid, never the bride? Well, right now he's just the +1.
He is as well, isn't he? There's Sam Bird watching on as well. Literally, the tensions are rising. SHT says, hopefully Sam Bird doesn't make another careless error to his teammate. These two have crashed 3 times this year. One in Hyderabad, one in Sao Paulo, and one in Jakarta.
Please crash into each other on the opening lap.
Well, it's a possibility, of course. This is at the start line. They're going to move around into the actual grid position. Yeah,
that's a bit worrying.
Start line's down at turn 4. We're down here at turn 16, 17. They've got to go through the entire first sector as we now do go rolling on the parade lap as well. So the start procedure is underway. They'll move forward. That was on the Twitch chat. That's what I fear with these two starting alongside each other, says SHT alone. Hello to Josh T and Omi's just hit his head, but okay, Omi, hope you're okay.
Don't go to sleep for 8 hours.
Yeah, you're not allowed to go to sleep now for 8 hours and to keep alive across that. So we'll be flicking between the two chats and keeping an eye on everything. Start procedure, starting to close up. And of course, Megan, the one thing they don't want to do here is use energy. So they are now going to be coasting to the grid and are going to be trying to just save as much because they don't, that's why it's 25 laps. They don't get much on this little warm-up to the grid. Usually they just roll forward 4 places, but it's such a different grid.
Camera.
Yeah.
He's got the furthest to go.
He has got the furthest to go. Mitch Evans lines up on pole position then. He is on the left-hand side of the television pictures. On the right-hand side will be Sam Bird. You can see them all coming into position now, blowing up their smoke at the tyres as well. These Hancocks deliver so much more power as they all line up on board with Sebastian Buemi.
They're a minute or two late, aren't they?
They are, and they won't throw the green flag until this wheel spin is dissipated as well. Round 13 of the ABB FIA Formula E World Championship. And I think, Megan, as well, those starting under the bridge section are going to have such an advantage. Cooler track temperatures compared to everybody else. They can get the power down much easily as Sete Camera comes into last.
Almost hitting the barrier there.
Sete Camera in position. Should get the green flag. We've got about 6 cars underneath the bridge as well. They're going to have a lot of cooler track temperature. Track temperature is 60 degrees. Green flag at the back. The tension builds up. 25 laps ahead of us. We're all set to go with 5 lights in Rome. Lights out, race on, good start from Sam Bird. He's going to have the inside line down towards turn 1. Evans hasn't got the best getaway. Bird's going to launch in. Sasha Fennestrand's locking up. Rene Rast right round the outside of Sebastian Buemi. A sweet move. They all get through turn 4. Up now through the kink. This is where the bumpiness of the section is through 5 and 6. And look at that already. Buemi getting out of shape a little bit. Here comes Cassidy with Gunther alongside their 2 Mortara. Moving up position. Loads of foliage getting kicked up in the air. Over the jump they go with spike of energy. Into the braking zone. Dennis trying to go around the outside. That's going to be contact. And there's a traffic jam. And down the hairpin.
Again and again.
That was Mortara taking out Buemi. And now there's Maserati side by side. Mortara on the inside. Gunther on the outside. Buemi getting forced up there on the inside line. It is. So it's Bird, Evans, Fenestras. Then it's Dennis, Rast, Buemi, Mortara, Cassidy, Gunther. Rast up to 4th.
Oh, Cassidy's looking to make a really big go-around look.
He's gone up into 6th position with all that mayhem with Gunther, Buemi and Mortara. It's really changed them. Dennis up to 5th, Cassidy up to 6th. Verline hasn't moved. Verline started 10th, is still in 10th position. His championship is slipping away from him.
No one wants to pass him.
No, nobody does. No one's taking attack mode down to the hairpin at turn 15 either. We thought they might have a little bit of an opportunity to do on the opening lap. Answer, there is none. Bird leads the opening lap. And of course, that isn't even the starting lap. Now it's lap 1 of the race. From now it is lap 1. Because of the offset starting grid, now we begin the race.
And they've already wasted some energy with all that bumping into each other like they were dodgers, like their life depended on it.
Bird is the leader then in the opener of this race. Evans had a terrible start as they come across the start line. So who made the best places? NATO's up 4, Buemi down 5, same as Mortara. And there's plastic bags flying all over the place. We've got a breakaway of 5 cars.
Cassidy who did best.
Yeah, Cassidy up as well. He started the race 9th up to 6th, and that is going to be a move on the inside line. That's going to be, well, I wanted to say that's going to be Tickton passing Lotterer, but I'm not entirely 100% on that one. I think it is.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, Tickton passing Lotterer in the down in 17th position on the timing screen because I was thinking it was Josete Camera passing Roberto Merli, but no, it's not.
I think it was definitely Lotterer.
It was Tickton passing Lotterer, so Lotterer's down. Actually, Lotterer started this race in 20th. He's made up to 18th. Friends has made the worst start.
He's made his way up to unimportant guest.
Yeah. Gunther's past NATO. Hang on, what's happened to Pascal Verline? Verline's dropped down to 13th place somewhere on the timing screen.
Maybe a lock-up, either that or attack mode, but it's not near him.
Well, there's something that we need to take a look at there because, look, there it is. There's Verline. Verline, has he got a broken front wing? He has! Pascal Verline's got a broken front wing!
And it's making him jump up and down.
And he's losing suspension as well. Verline's in trouble. Verline's trying to shake off the wing and he's let Degrassi go through. And he's contact with the inside of Friends.
They really shouldn't have done that just then, trying to go round to the outside of him.
Pascal Wehrlein is losing all sorts of problems here, and this is the man who's third in the championship in a crucial stage of the World Championship running. With only 4 races to go, he's not going to score any points. Wehrlein is out.
At least take someone else out with you.
Oh, has he got suspension damage as well? The way that car was wiggling. Let's take a look.
happen?
Must be at turn 7. It is at turn 7. So look, this is the top leaders. Ignore them. Look further back. So Verlein's going to go on the inside line. Oh, no, this is the opening lap. Has it happened on the opening lap? There! Verlein got a tap from the back of Mortara. So Verlein turns in. There's, is that Gunther actually? It's Gunther.
It's stuck underneath his wing.
Yeah, so he touches the inside of Gunther. Mortara's on the outside.
The wing's stuck, flapping against the tyre, and it's
Yeah.
trying to go underneath it, slowing him down.
Oh, and look at that. He's into the pit lane, but it's such a hard one to get in. Pascal Wehrlein is going to score no points in the E-Prix.
That's if they can't get it fixed.
Well, they've got to take the wing off. Well, they're having a committee meeting about it, weren't they, to see it in? Get that wing off and get going again. Shouldn't take that. It's not coming off. Is it stuck?
They need... Okay, are they idiots? There's literally something stuck underneath the tyre there. They need to remove that quickly by ripping it off. It's broken already.
Yeah, it's not going to move, is it?
And then remove it. Otherwise, it will just... Every single time you try and move it, the other piece that is stuck underneath the wheel slightly will just keep pushing it back.
Wehrlein has changed his wing. He has come back out. He's down in 21st position. Bird leads Evans, Fenderstrass, Ras, Dennis, Cassidy top 6. Gunther, Boemi, Nato, Mortar. Let's hear from Cassidy.
I don't have any beep when I push the radio button, so it's my headphones.
So Cassidy's having some problems with these earphones. They're coming out. So like I have, if I can have a demonstration with my little earpieces here, like I have custom molded earpieces for when I'm on air.
Is this
these little things.
To not talk?
Yeah. One of them's coming out. So one of those little devices is coming out from his ear.
Well, at least he has one good ear.
Yeah, but that's incredibly uncomfortable because imagine it's like having an earphone like that on
Just
you.
try and move his ear like this
Yeah.
and try and just like yank it out.
It's also incredibly disconcerting to have only one earphone in, as you know.
I know.
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah, you've got it on right now. So you've only got one ear on. So look at this. Bird is now playing that game of holding everybody up.
this side's you, this side's track noise.
Yeah.
So I filter it out because I can still hear it, though it annoys
Oh,
my
look at
ears.
Evans. Evans is having a great run on Sandberg coming out of turn 6. Is Evans going to be in a run for his teammate over the bump? Yes, he is. Evans to the inside line. Down towards turn 7. Bird's going to have to take the exit line as well. Right the inside line. Bird turns in. Evans can't do anything about it. And there's a yellow flag at turn 6. It's Lotterer. It's Lotterer. Lotterer's had an accident at turn 6. Now, is that going to be deployed into a safety car?
He's uninvited to the wedding.
Has he done the same thing as what Jake Hughes did earlier on? And it is a safety car. Lotter is in the wall with it's exactly the same accident as this morning
His
with
front
Hughes.
is messed up.
I bet that's a red flag coming, you know. Safety
Yeah.
car is out.
His front is messed up. He's fine. I didn't mean to make that sound like, oh,
No,
it's
I
a
know what
bad
you mean.
crash.
It's the
It's
same.
just,
Yeah.
he's not coming back in the race.
It's the same as what happened to Hughes this morning. I bet he's touched the inside line and he's gone straight to the wall.
He was invited, though now he's been uninvited. for the
Yes. Been kicked out by one of the groomsmen.
Yeah.
Arm behind the back. Bridesmaid slapping around the face as well with her handbag. Which actually happened at Kellyanne's wedding.
wedding. Did it?
Yeah, let's hear from Lotterer.
There's a recovery of Lotterer.
Something went under my car.
Oh, Lotterer saying something went under his car.
I just realised he's
Yeah, your necklace is under your tongue. Lotterer, so he just said Lotterer something went under his car. Wing? Damage? Debris?
I'm thinking maybe debris from their line.
Has he hit the bump and ricocheted down the wall? I don't know. Let's take a look. Here we go. So he's already into the wall before he.
Came into view.
Yeah, it's turn 7. Sorry, turn 6. So I think he's hit the bump on entry like Hughes. And it's instead of
And
Hughes
he's done the
spitting
same
it back,
exact
yeah,
thing.
hit the wall on the outside, and instead of Hughes, where it drifted back to the other side, it's
front
detached
wing.
the front wing, yeah.
Yeah, it's completely come off. That can only come off with bolts.
We had a situation in where were we? Cape Town, where we had a fast corner like this, and it was causing problems. And we've seen this twice now across the weekend. Just constant drama on the inside.
I must admit, the leaves in this scene are very aesthetic.
Yes. So, safety car's out. It's been for a reminder about the safety car procedure, by the way. If we go under it, as you can see, it's out. Medical car's out there too. The procedure with the safety car is if we spend 3 minutes under it, we get an extra lap. If it's anywhere from 3:01 to 6 minutes, we get 2 laps. So that's how you work it. Lotterer is out of the car. They've had to bring on a recovery vehicle onto the circuit, which is why we're under the safety car. It's only a tiny little thing, though. It's not a big JCB. It's just a tiny little one. The
Definitely
baby
going
one.
to be the 1 or 2 extra laps. Positions.
I'd say 2, yeah.
Who got the best then out of here?
Well, Verline down 10. I would say there's a mixture.
Good costume.
Is the car okay so far? All sensible?
Yep, feeling good.
Well, Seta Cameron 2, Mary Tictamut 2, Degrassi 1, Vern, DeCosta, Cassidy up 3 places. So I think it's a tie.
Yeah, them 3.
Yeah, it's a tie out of those 3. Let's take another look at this of the start. Took us in. Look at Bird, though. Great getaway.
Bird really did get a good getaway, though you can see at the back, immediately each of them tried to overtake each other. Well, Zeta Camera just sat back and watched.
He just sort of went, nope, okay, I won't
It's
take
like-
anything.
I'm saving my energy.
Demon start from Jake Dixon, though. He was immediately round the outside of Rene Rast. Rast went
Yeah,
round
but-
the outside of Bohemian. There's Cassidy in the battle with the 2
A little
Maseratis.
bit of contact there between Cassidy.
Yeah, Cassidy touching the side
Rast.
of Rast, coming into it.
It's like only very gently though. It was like when you're
Kiss.
walking,
Yeah.
like when you're walking next to each other and you're like
little
when you're
bump.
bumping
Yeah,
shoulders.
yeah.
It was a bit like that.
This was scary for me. Dennis round the outside of Rast. And look, there's the drama with Bohemi being taken off by Mortara
Oh.
and Gunther.
What was that there?
That's the Gunther-Mortara battle further back.
No, further up. That was Rast and I think
Dennis.
Cassidy. No, Dennis. Yeah, that was Rast and Dennis. They were okay. Rast was moving up up. And Dennis was here, and I think part of his wing got caught on the back of Rast's car. So
This
he had
is-
to speed up quickly, and then Rast moved out of the way.
Safety car in this lap, so added time might be 2 laps. Look, but when we got unsettled on the bump, that's why he lost a position to Dennis. And then on the outside is going to... Oh, hang on, never mind. They're coming in because the safety car is being boxed in. So added time will be added on at the end of the E-Prix. Lotta is out. We're down to 20 cars. And this has really helped Pascal Verlaine because he's going to be on the lead lap and he'll get going again. Right, safety car coming in. I'll stop the stopwatch and see. It's the maximum amount of time under the race we spend under the safety car, by the way, so don't clear that stopwatch when it comes in. Bird will take us to the restart. There we go with the green flag. 4 minutes 40 under the safety car. And now it's up to Bird. He will decide when to go full throttle. We are green again here in Rome. Is there anyone going to be taking a jump? He's gone for it. You can hear the electric engines cheering out of the last corner. We're racing now in Rome. Bird, Evans, Fenestras, Rast, Dennis, the top 5. Gunther coming in there as well. Behind
No
Cassidy.
overtakes.
No overtakes so far. Turn 4 is up next. I would say turn 6 will be the big opportunity to throw up the inside for an overtake. I hope we're correct on that little analysis as they come through. No one's having a look on the inside.
Everyone's being careful for now.
Yeah, they don't want to waste their energy either. That's the problem now. We're just sort of waiting for this thing to keep going.
They know that there's extra laps now.
Yeah, they're just going to play into it. Never mind! Evans is back to the inside line to retake the lead of the race. Down towards turn 7. Can he get it stopped? There's a puff of blue smoke. Evans takes the lead away from Sam Bird. Bird only leading 4 laps. And it's going to be Evans taking the lead. Didn't see that one coming.
No.
He did not want that to happen, did Sam Bird. And Evans just went, excuse me, team orders here. I'm further ahead of the championship than you. I'm 5th. Bang.
It's like, I'm more important right now to them. I need more money.
I'm wondering about Jake Dennis. He's got to have eyes on the prize here. Podium at
Of course
least.
he does.
1 point difference to Cassidy. And right now they're 5th and 6th. That's going to keep them at a 2-point advantage going into tomorrow. On board with
That's not
Boemi.
good.
No, and don't forget we've got the double header in London as well, the XL Streets course later on in the year. 2 weeks' time, actually, at London. Oh, hello, attack modes. Muller has taken 2 minutes. Friant has taken 2. So has Sergio Sete Cameron.
Oh, Verline really wants to get back in the game. He's taking 6.
Yeah, so out of the 4 minutes, as you said, Megan, they've all taken 2 to begin with while Pack Racing, but Verline's so out of it, he's decided, no, I want all 6 now. I
like-
want 6 of the 8.
I want to catch up Right now, to the rest of the packs, my 2 can be used later on when I want a little bit more of a boost.
If there's a late safety car.
Yeah.
But the problem is, look, out of the 8 minutes, 6 minutes left for anyone else. Verline's only got 2 after this. But everyone's just going to be, like, out of contention massively, because it's just going to be like, well, okay, I'll open up the door and you can all just sort of run through on the inside line.
Honestly, I think this early in the race, Verline's kind of wasting his attack mode.
I know.
He should really just...
Oh, I know, that's Fenestras passing Bird round the outside in towards turn 7. So Bird down into 3rd. Fenestras moving up is... Are we going to... Yeah, are we going to see NATO passing Boemi? No, Frines passes Merry.
If I was Verline, I would have made the 6-minute move in about 4 laps.
Yeah, not the right time right now, is it, to sort of play this game?
It's way too early.
Bird down to 3rd, so it's Evans, Fenestras, Bird. Rast now is on the back, and he is going to be looking for some, not retribution, but he's going to be looking for some entertainment to try and get through. And fingers crossed, it's not going to be that bad as they attack through again, round the hairpin at 15. Who's going for attack mode this lap? Oh, I thought NATO might have thought about it, same as Da Costa. One of the Neos, and that's going to be Dan Ticktum. And then we get Roberto Merry taking it. Merry's gone for 6 minutes.
Murray was really, really cautious about that. He was just like, I'm going to slow down, make sure this is perfect.
Yeah, don't want to cross over the lines.
Dennis's radio.
Rast deploy more into 7.
Rast is 3 more into 7. 3 more, what, braking later? 3 more
Donuts?
Yeah. What's that braking margin you want to talk about there?
Wheels?
Not really sure, was it, on that one? Either way, Evans leads since lap 5, 1 lap 7 and 25. Oh, hello. That's going to be...
math equations?
I think they are. So that's Boemi under attack from Norman NATO. And now watch this as Rene Rast will close up on Sam Bird over the braking zone. He'll get such a slipstream. Bird tries to force it to the inside. Rast over the bumps. And Rast does a razzmatazz on Bird. Up into 3rd. Brilliant. And then on the inside line, lay on the brakes as well. That's Da Costa getting ahead of Norman NATO for 9th.
Just thought of a joke. How many birds does it take to change a light bulb? None, his engineers do it for him.
Now they all go out on the dash at the same time. Which is what happened back in Mexico. Once again, just keeping it in. So Ticktum's got, let's hear from Evans.
Well, hopefully for them, help Verline.
I think it
Here's
just push
Jagger.
and attack to fall behind Sasha.
Go and attack.
Usually
That's late.
that is followed by something dangerous and cheering from Romans.
Is Evans good? Yes, Evans takes attack mode. He'll fall behind. Sasha Fenestras come out just ahead of Rene Rast, and he's taking the 2 minutes. Rast is going to try around the outside, though. He's not going to give this one up, but Evans is back. So Fenestras takes the lead.
Ooh, Mueller takes a 6-minute attack mode, and so does Frines. I can't say people's names today.
Frines.
Frines, yeah. Like Heinz, very Frines.
So 2 laps for Evans was led there, laps 5 and 6. We're now on lap 8. Lap 7 was led by Fenestras.
Oh my!
What have you noticed?
Mueller doesn't have any attack mode left now after this 6 minutes is up.
Has he taken 2 then 6?
Yes!
Let's close this gap to Bird.
Dennis being told, let's close this gap to Bird because it's 4th place they want. So Muller has used all his attack mode in the first half of this race. He's going to be at it. Verline has used his 6 minutes wisely. He's up into 16th place and now going to attack Ticktum, Degrassi, Vern, all that lot up there as well because they're still quite close together according to the timing screens. Yeah, they are actually. And he's got Ticktum already. As Dennis on the radio again.
We're generally
But look at
deploying more
Ticktum.
at T4, so you're aware.
Oh, bang! Nearly! That's Mortara! Mortara trying to go for a dive bomb, and now he's going to get swamped
Helps
on the
Verline.
inside by Van Dorn and Vern.
Verline.
Yeah. So Mortara trying to go for a dive bomb, as you say, on the inside there. Not working out. Verline passes Ticktum, but Mortara just went late on the brakes. What's happened to NATO and Mortara?
I think they might be taking attack mode. No, they're
No,
not close
so
enough for it.
so NATO down to 12th, Mortara down to 13th, Van Dorn 10th, Vern 11th. That was the overtake we saw catching up with RTV pictures a second ago.
Synchronised overtake.
Fenestras takes the lead, and Fenestras keeps the lead! Fenestras crucially keeps the lead! He's taken the attack mode, and Evans hasn't got there! And Rast has taken it, he's taken 6 minutes! Bird's taken 2, and he's kept ahead of Jake Dennis! Oh, it's all gone wrong for Evans and Dennis! They were banking on getting ahead.
Evans' one just runs out.
High coolant temp.
Ooh.
And now Bird's going to have a go on Rast.
Bird's just past Dennis.
Well, this is ludicrous stuff.
I can't wait for Cassidy.
Fenestraz did the fastest first and second sector to take the 2-minute attack mode, and he is kept ahead of Evans. This is perfect.
I can't wait for Cassidy and Gunther to do it.
No, because they're going to leapfrog now. Because look, Buemi, DaCosta, Van Dorn.
They're waiting.
Hello, Van Dorn and Verne have taken 4 minutes. So they're going half and half. Yellow flag. Turn
Degrassi,
6.
I think.
Oh, no, it is down at turn 6 again. Is that another accident? Red flag!
I knew there'd be at least one.
Red flag. Race is stopped.
Bird's gone down.
I'm not liking where
Two.
this is going. It's a huge accident. We've got a
Bird.
huge one. Oh, there's drama everywhere. Multiple cars involved. And
Fire.
we've got a fire. The race is red flagged. And
Only
it's-
small, though.
Who was involved? Is that Tic-Term, Sete
Bird.
Camera? Bird involved too. There's multiple cars involved and the race is
Bird
red
just got
flagged.
whacked by, I think, Dennis.
Huge
Was it
accident.
Dennis? I'm not sure.
Yeah, Dennis involved too. Red flag. That is Degrassi with no front wing. 4 cars involved. And that is Bird as well. He was backwards
Who's
at turn
that?
6. That looks to me like one of the Maseratis. So that's going to be who's made it through. I believe it's Mortara. We haven't got a confirmation just yet. And no, that is Mortara. It is Mortara. He's okay. We're looking at him on the cockpit camera. Bird got
He's
a
underfloored
side hit the
up.
back.
Yeah.
I would think at least 7 cars have been involved. I think Bird hit the bump. He went round, and then everybody just piled into the back of him. A huge accident, and the red flag is out on lap 9 of 25. And that is one of the Porsches. That must be DaCosta, who's ended up in the escape road with absolutely no brakes. That is DaCosta.
Didn't have any damage, though.
That is a huge accident, and the race has been stopped. There's Bird. He's
13,
moving.
he's 13.
That is a huge accident. The biggest one we've seen in Formula E. 7 cars we are calculating involved in that one.
All in the same area.
Yeah.
11's also involved.
That's Buemi.
Degrassi.
That's Buemi involved. Buemi's walking away. I think the entire field has been caught up in this.
I think the entire top of the field, yeah.
Well,
I think they've all crashed into each other.
Garage, or you go into your garage if you require repairs. In front.
I think only...
hey, look, 3 cars, 4, 5.
I think only Fenestraz and
Hang on.
Evans got...
That's Buemi.
Is that Cassidy?
Is that Cassidy? Well, hang on. Who's coming into the pit lane? Fenestraz, Evans, Rast. So whoever comes into the pit lane will tell us who's involved.
Okay, Dennis is also safe.
That's one of the apt cars.
Cassidy's safe.
So it's Bird, Buemi, DaCosta. Was Van Dorn and Verne through? Did they get out of that? They're coming in. Well, look, we can't see on the driver
This is
tracker.
gonna... Oh, my. Looking
That's
at it
a
from this,
huge accident.
it's
Bird's
going to
walking
take
away.
so long.
Bird, Buemi, DaCosta, and I think NATO's in the pit lane too. So I think 3 cars, but we know there's 4.
Hold on.
Huge accident. And you said there'd be a red flag. You got it spot on. Mortara involved, as is Lucas Degrassi. Now is Friends and Mary
Yes,
involved?
Friends
yeah,
is
Friends
involved.
in 2. That's the apt Cooper then. So it's you go on.
So it's Bird, Buemi, DaCosta, Mortara, Degrassi and Frines.
7 cars, as we thought.
Yeah.
7 cars taken out of the E-Prix.
That is a terrible one between Bird and...
Right, let's take a look at it.
else.
So this is Bird coming out
Mortara, I
of... This is
think.
out of 4, so it's uphill to 5. Now, I reckon Bird's going to lose it on the bump, like we saw with Hughes and Lotta earlier on.
That's
So here's the
looking a
bump.
bit dangerous.
Now! Yeah, loses on the
There.
bump. He loses the car into
There.
the wall backwards. Oh, and he comes right on the path. And Buemi hits him at high speed. And that is a huge accident.
And then the
Here's
debris
fire.
there causes them, and then
Mortara.
Mortara just goes right into
And
him.
there's a third impact there. That would have been Robin Frines. Oh, my word.
Mortara, I think, actually goes slightly
Look.
to the side.
Look, there's the third impact. This,
Mortara's undercar.
yes, that is the undercut.
He's
come
on the
up.
side, though thankfully the halo is just like bounced him away from the wall.
This is on board with Sebastian Buemi. He was directly behind Sam Bird. So look, he's going to see Bird go round. Here we go, look, for Buemi. He's going to be completely unsighted
It's a
by
blind
this.
corner.
Oh, and he just bounces back. And my God, Buemi almost ended up on his side.
Who's that car there?
That, I can't quite tell who
It's
it
got
is.
blue on it and red.
Oh my word, there's Mortara. Mortara sideswiped Bird. And then there's a third impact involved. Bird is lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
3 sideward impacts. Thank God they... Look, this is it. This is the off-board. So Bird drifts back on into the racing line at the exit of a blind turn 6. Cassidy just gets through. And then through goes... That's going to be Gunther. Buemi hits him at full speed. There goes DaCosta right into the back of him.
It was DaCosta who... Oh, that was bad for Buemi.
Look, Van Dorn touches the wall.
There's a fire from there.
Vern gets through but touches the wall, and here comes a completely blind. Oh, that's Dennis getting through. Here's more. Look at that. Blind for Mortara, sideswipe Bird, and then there's another 2 impacts.
That causes 2 more.
There's Degrassi. That must be Robin Friant, and the entire field just littered in debris. And no, that's Friant. That's the 3rd impact. Friant loses the rear and clicks the front of Bird.
Yeah, then Friant loses it and almost takes out Mary.
Huge accident, and it has stopped the race. 7 cars involved and permanently out of the race, but I should think about
worse.
What, 12 cars getting involved with damage?
Yeah, I would say so. The worst, I would say, of all of them who have the worst hits were Bird, I would say DaCosta, Mortara, and it's Buemi.
There's Buemi jumping out of the car, hits the wall, but the car's on fire, Sebastian. What are you supposed to do? It's not your fault.
Buemi seems to have massively hit something and then managed to maybe restart and try and get his car out of the way.
So I thought we were hearing from Scott Elkin there.
I think he's tried to get his car out of the way because there is no way that he didn't try and move that car because that is in the escape road almost.
Well, it's going to take an enormous time to clear all this lot up. I wouldn't be surprised if they cancelled the race, to be fair, with that one.
Honestly, nor would I.
Because it's a dangerous... That's 2 accidents we've seen in this race at that corner. There's obviously that bump is causing a lot of issues. We saw it in qualifying. And that's put Hughes out. Lotta is... yeah, you did. It's you. You're in the box. Of course you are. You bring the red flags. You did it last year, actually. That's our first red flag of the season. Do you remember last year you joined second to last race weekend in New York so you could have the things for London, same like you're doing here? Yeah. And that first race in New York City, the amount of water we had, everyone drifting off in Hughes accidents. You've done it again, Megan. You've done it again. Is that Lotta? Yeah, that's Lotta. Oh, Lotta's getting a lift. Lotta wasn't even involved in that. He just got to see it.
Lotta was just like, can I come too?
Yeah, I'll have a lift. No,
let me in.
The door's locked. There you go.
I mean, I know I'm not a part of a bridal party, but let me in.
You don't get to go in the limo. You get to go in the bus with the rest of the family, the unwanted cousins, and that sort of thing. So there's Friant's walking in. So Bird is out, as well as Buemi, DaCosta, Mortara, Degrassi, and Friant. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Friant's going to see what happens.
And it's the fact that it's a blind corner that you said it when we're in the build to the race. You said there was going to be a red flag. And we both talked about turn 6.
Ooh, Mortara's car was like embedded into the back.
Bird, yeah.
Look at these cars are electric, because if that hadn't been electric...
an engine, yeah.
And if it had been an engine, it would have ignited and they both would have had to do a Romain Grosjean.
Well, I'm surprised that Buemi's caught fire. Buemi's... how did that happen? Something must have exploded there.
I think that was a friction fire.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, like something's burned around the casing of it, not the actual
I think maybe it was caused by the tyres impacting and just it ignited because of the heat of both the track, due to its high temperature right now, and the quick contact.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, because it's, 60-degree air temperature
and
right now?
These tyres will be a lot hotter because they've been on the move constantly.
So it's just a fire from that, yeah. Let's take another look at it.
Friction fire.
Oh, no, let's go down to the pit lane.
Most important is that to see all drivers are out the car and that everyone's okay. But I just want you to have a little spin around this pit lane and seeing how quiet it is. Purely because I can count 10 cars in the pit lane out of 22. So that just gives you an indication of how many cars were involved in this incident. And I think I have to say it's one of the worst incidents I think I've seen in my time in Formula E. So even more glad to hear that everybody is okay. Now this, of course, has ramifications on the race, but it also has huge ramifications on the championship. Because as Razzie pointed out to me just shortly ago, almost everybody involved in terms of the team's championship, the opposite end of the garage, trying to make up points for their team partner doing well in the Drivers' Championship, is now out of this race. So this is major amount of points lost for teams like Envision, for Jaguar, for Porsche and for Andretti. So yeah, this is a big thing to happen, of course, but has huge ramifications on the championship as well as the race.
Cheers, Saunders. Well, a huge accident, the red flag. I think that was also
That means 4 cars are in there for work.
Thing is, it was a very quick red flag. We saw the accidents, and then the red flag immediately came out. And then we saw the tail end of the accident as well.
If he can only see 10 cars in the pit lane, that means that there's 4 cars
That can't be
that
right.
are inside the garage itself and
Having
being shut
work
away,
done.
having work.
Bang on, yeah. Actually, didn't think that. Bang on. And we heard Scott Elkin, the race director, say...
We await.
Yeah, we heard Scott Elkin, the race director, say, if you need to go have some work, go into the garage.
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
there's 4 cars I've just worked out that
Well,
must
that-
have had slight impact
well,
in walls.
That must be both DS Penske's and Van Dorn and Verne, because they touched the wall with the rear suspension. No way they're going to get away with that scot-free.
The Penske's,
I'm trying to think who else.
NATO, I would say as well.
NATO, yeah.
Because he was right behiund them.
Right, no one... Right, Bird was fourth.
And Mortara stopped right behind him, so he might have got the
Mortara
kind of
too.
hit from behind him.
So who were thinking? Verline would have... Here we
Verline
go.
too.
Yeah, you're right. So it's Verline's having work done on the car up there. So they're working on Verline's car too. So he's in the pit lane. Probably. And look at the amount of damage. And what's to stop this happening again? There is a bump on the inside of the track.
We've had a safety car and a red flag in 9 laps.
I know. And it's a 25-lap race. We're not even out halfway. That bump... I don't know why it
It's a
hasn't...
menace.
We've had these bumps at this part of the track for years now. In fact, I'll explain to you something else. Look, this is at high speed. Oh, I'm not going to like this. Oh, my God.
Yeah, definitely friction tire.
Oh, what...
See,
Yeah.
yeah. Those are the ones who were definitely inside.
And we've just seen the crash at full speed, and it's absolutely frightening. That is a blind corner, and Bird is lucky to be alive. And we thought he was having a good day after getting his... He won something as well with getting the...
Won twice, crashed once.
Yeah, because he had a penalty in... He lost his fastest lap time in the group stages. He was going to start at the back of the grid, but they appealed it. He got it back, started second, was leading the race, and then he's lost out. Oh, Mortara. How close did that come to the halo? Let's hear from Boemi.
Well, listen,
When is this luck gonna stop?
Sebastian, you're part of it, my friend.
Sebastian, you literally caused 2 other people to crash out.
Oh, it's the fact that...
See?
There was no chance to avoid that. No chance. I was more alarmed that he could have ended up on the inside. What has caught fire?
He wants to fight. Look, I was right.
Yeah, it's
a wheel.
Yeah, it's a wheel that's caught fire. Yeah.
It's a wheel that's caught fire from underneath.
Yeah, from the scrape. It's set at night like spark. Let's take a look at it. So here's Boemi now.
See? Fire.
Fires at the back. Yeah, it's the rubber burning. Spot on, Megan. It's the rubber exploding at the back and
From the
burning.
heat
Yeah.
Because it's the hottest day.
Yeah, look. Yeah, you're right. Bang on. We're just seeing it on the secondary monitor. Megan is spot on there. Well, this is going to... Well, can I just point out, I knew it was going to be fun just having a commentary me and you, because that really happens these days now. But, is that Neil Cole?
Looks like a wanted poster.
It's Neil Cole. There's Sebastian Boemi walking in, giving a wave and a thumbs up.
Looks like they're putting it up, saying, wanted. Didn't pay for drinks last night.
It does look like Neil Cole, doesn't it? Who's the Formula E producer. Boemi just talking with Sylvain Gintoli. Not Sylvain Gintoli, Sylvain Felipe. Sylvain Gintoli's my OGP. Sylvain Felipe, the team principal. Sorry, Sylvain.
There's so many Felipes.
There's so many Sylvans as well to keep an eye on. Well, red flag out then. And this is going to be a long clean-up as well. This is good. This could be interesting. I was worried about a red flag because I'm worried about the timing screens going off. Go
I'm
on.
sure it won't.
Oh, they usually do.
So, it's going to take ages because...
Will we have another standing start? What's the procedure with this?
No, I really hope not. Seriously? I like watching the clean up. Why go to ad break? Oh, wait, there it is.
Yeah, Megan, we knew this was going to happen. We've literally got a monitor for you to watch with that
Yay, clean
procedure.
up.
We knew the score.
With his teammate.
Yeah, we knew what was going to happen.
Is that red paint? That's literally red paint from... Which
Where's
one's
that come
red?
from?
Da Costa.
So, yes, and he was in the exit pit in the Porsche.
Da Costa, the Grassi is the 2 likely suspects for that red paint.
And look at this. Look, they're now taking up as well with the... There's the foot. That's the App Cooper. So there goes... That's Frines out. And he was right at the back. Let's hear... Are we going to hear from Cassidy? No. Look, we were right. Look, 2 DS Penske's having work done now.
So we were right with who was having work done.
So it's the two DS Penske's of Van Dorn and Vern, and then it's Verline. So who's the fourth car having work done?
NATO. He was right behind them. And
Yeah.
if he was right. If those two are having work done, then NATO would be having work done too.
Yeah, 'cause he avoided
Mortara
it,
was
yeah.
literally right behind him, and the other two had to get work done.
Yeah.
And they were only in front of him.
Handy that the race has stopped with the graphics stopped.
It does well for their line.
Yeah, it does. Now, I'm worried actually about this restart procedure because
They shouldn't do a standing start.
I
Rolling
th-
start.
well, it could be a rolling start. I presume it'd be a rolling start, but they've got the option to a standing start procedure.
Just cause more crashes.
Antonio Felix da Costa doesn't look too happy. There is Sergio Sette Camara, and he was okay. And this could be a very long red flag. It's very rare we have red flags and races restarting in Formula E, and it's the second time we've had a red flag here in Rome. Yeah, back in
Maybe tomorrow will be a third.
yeah, back in season 5 we had a red flag here when everyone went up at the chicane.
We only have 14 cars left.
Yeah, and there's another thing I wanted to point out to you as well, Megan, about this little fact that I want to bring up with you. There's a bit of a wave. Hello.
Oh, he's happy.
Yeah. I just wanted to say to you, actually, Megan, we said about pre-race, about this part of the track and how dangerous it could be and how we were proved spot on.
Yeah.
And if anybody watching on JB Motorsports, the main YouTube channel, thinks that this is done later, we've done this live, and it's gone out live on Twitch and on YouTube as well, on JB Motorsports 2. Yeah, look, show the time. There's the time, look, to prove it to you. We'll come up to the main camera.
Remember,
It's 2:39 on the
this
Saturday.
is
Yeah.
England, so it's an hour before.
Yeah. So this is we've literally done this live as can be, and that's the instance we've got. So, well, Tictum's not having work. Is Tictum out of the race? No. So they're in the pit lane. So is Sota Camera. So they're not the two having work done.
He's happy. Yeah,
so
his car's out there.
so it's Bird, but yeah, confirmed now. It's Bird, Buemi, Da Costa, Mortada, Degrassi, and Frines. We already knew that, and then Lotterer was out that part of the track anyway. So
Yeah, he was already gone. He's got lift.
7 cars out. One didn't take the start. How long until we accept? And that's all because of turn 6 and 7, that bump.
Yeah, red
Every
flags.
single one is because of that
And
bump.
we had an accident earlier.
Yeah. How long until the FIA say, oh, actually, we better cancel this race, get to work on that part of the track, and then go again tomorrow?
Yeah, fix the bump.
Because otherwise someone's going to get killed. That's twice in 9 laps.
He almost did. Bird did. Nearly. If he hadn't been at that exact angle,
Yeah.
because that wheel, that would have come through his head.
It almost did.
Because
Yeah.
it didn't just go like that. It literally went on top of the car.
Mortara hit... is that restart? No, clock has stopped with 39 minutes to go on it. So that's available time from the hour. So where he hit, of course, that was the scary part because he hit him. Mortara hit the side of Bird, and then
Just
sort of
behind him.
he got lifted up by the front wheel of Bird, and he almost went into the cockpit. And the Halo doesn't protect you against everything,
Yeah, it can't protect you from falling wheels.
especially not a big front wing going into
And
you.
they are
Yeah.
hard. And they are hot. So even if he had survived, which would be very
There's-
unlikely if it
Yeah,
had,
there's Jake
he would have had
Hughes.
burns.
Hughes not taking part in this race though because of the crash he had at that same
He's
corner in
thankful.
the early on race. Yeah.
He's thankful right now. Very thankful.
Well, this red flag also now brings the question: will we have a restart or a new race?
Wait a minute. How many cars are we meant to have on the grid?
22.
So Hughes didn't take part in this.
Well, we had 21.
So that means there's only 3 people having worked on them.
Yes.
So we've seen those 3 people. And
No,
people we
there is
thought.
4 in the garage because there's 10 in the pit lane and there's 14 left. Dan Tictum is shirtless. Hello, Dan.
You do?
He's just posing for his calendar.
He does know he still has a race.
Ah, look,
right?
they got him. Ah, he's just looked. Said, can someone pass me a towel? Dan, you may as well just embrace it. You may as well just go on, embrace it. Full on embrace it. Go on, you may as well. No, go on, flex. Come on, Dan. No, come
He's just
on.
like, please take the camera
Take the camera
away
off
from
me,
me.
yeah. And look, Rennie Rast is laughing at him. The whole McLaren team now go, yeah, we see what you're doing, we see what you're doing. And Rast is just now becoming a Jedi. Obi Rasta
He does.
Kenobi.
Yeah, but he looks like Qui-Gon Jinn.
He does, doesn't he? Yeah, the facial features. There's Lucas Degrassi looking back at his stag do. I spent this much on how much? Oh, no. Who's this Sticky Vicky in Benidorm?
I bet for honeymoon.
Why am I now in a cottage and why is Sidney Beale there? I like that. Dear, dear, dear.
Wait, so let me do the calculations. So we only had 21 cars.
That's a meme right there, isn't it? Someone's going to clip that and put something really stupid on the phone, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's coming, isn't it?
Just like really weird things like The Incredibles, for example.
Yeah.
Just Jack going like crazy. Okay, so 21 cars minus the 8 that were already out. That means there's 13 cars left, meaning it is only 3 cars getting work done and 10 out. We've seen those 3 cars.
Oh, there they are.
What is that on the front of the car?
There you go. It's the electronics for the
wiring.
brakes.
Jeez. Here's the work getting done. On one of the Penske's. Wow, that actually needed a lot of work. Duct tape to the rescue. Then again, in this heat, you're better off using bolts. Just pointing that out there.
So I'm just having a look. I'm just logging into the FIA control.
They're actually using duct tape. I mean, I know it's like really strong duct tape, though it's still duct tape.
Okay, so I'm just on the race control messages as well. There's no sign of a restart procedure, but it would just literally take everybody away and reform the grid like that. So Fenner Straz will be on pole. It will still run to 25 laps, so we've still got that distance.
They're using duct tape in this heat.
That's a bad idea. It's not going to stick. Let's have a vote.
Holy, that was crazy.
Did you best just
I think he found it crazy.
So look out for Van
Oh,
Dorn's car.
only 12 cars on the grid.
Who's just too damaged?
Who's 2 out of the race
Oh,
then? You heard that too, didn't you? Yeah.
Only 12 cars on the grid. No, I calculated it must be only 13 cars now because Hughes is not out there.
Right.
So that means there's 1 car, and I think it might be Verline.
It's getting chaotic now.
Because Van Dorn's car's still okay.
Did
'cause they're
Verline
repairing
hit the
it.
wall? Have we missed that? Did Verline hit? Was he hitting the wall on the outside as well?
He's in between 2 people who
Yeah.
stopped.
Let's
It's
take a
more
look.
than likely Verline.
Look, they're having to remove all the barriers as well and get the sweepers on. Oh no, that's never nice. That's not going to be sucked up either by those things.
Yeah, they put it right in the middle.
Right, is Gunther one of these? Let's take a look at him. There's Bird
He's
off in the
also
wall.
in the middle of 2 people. Oh, he avoided him.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, Gunther got lucky there. This
Tells you he's not happy
is
with Buemi.
this is Antonio Felix da Costa. He's going to get hit by... Oh, he was the one that nearly made when we go upside down.
Yeah.
This is Verline. Now, did Verline get involved? Yes!
Yes! It's Verline!
It's Verline, broken rear track rod. Verline is possibly out of the race, yeah.
Look, he's trying to keep straight.
He's
having
grabbing.
to go all the way down there. He's got something wrong with
Suspension.
suspension, yeah.
So it's Verline who's the other car involved. Good spot. So Pascal Verline, as well as Norman Nato. So it is 10 cars with 4 in the pits. Getting
One of
work.
the championship leaders is
Yes! Radzi!
Fortunate circumstances. Team principal James Barkley. James, first of all, thank you for your time. Secondly, what's the situation with Sam Bird? Is he okay?
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Sam is okay. He's back now. He had his medical checkup, so that's kind of procedure to take him back to see the doctor and just make sure everything's okay. But yeah, fortunately, he's okay. The other drivers seem to be okay as well. We're just kind of getting reports as they go through their checkups. Yeah, a very bad accident. You know, nightmare scenario really. Fastest part of the circuit on a blind corner. So yeah, most importantly, the car's been strong. It's done its job and it's protected the drivers.
Which is absolutely fantastic news. Thank you for that update. In terms of the team championship, the last time we spoke to you, obviously it's a very different scenario. It was a front row lockout. Things have all changed. Where's your head at with now the race now?
Yeah, we always have to reset, and we have the restart when it comes. And our job now is, of course, to try and almost start it like a new race and see where we get to. So it's not going to be easy. Obviously, this delay, you just need to make sure your process and your procedures that you start afresh. We'll get straight onto Sam's car for tomorrow. Obviously, that's now done for the day. So yeah, everything's all about making sure we reset and we get ourselves ready for this restart.
So you try and mentally and emotionally reset, but obviously in terms of the energy consumption, that is now locked into wherever it is at. So do you take that strategy and carry on, or do you have to evolve?
Well, of course, we have to see where we are at that point in time. But of course, people are on different points on energy at this point. These are all factors we have to take into account, absolutely. But for sure, it's not going to be an easy race. If you look at where everyone is across the field, it's definitely going to be a challenging second part to this race.
Thanks so much for your time, Jones. Really, really appreciate it, and glad to see Sam's okay.
Thank you.
Now, in terms of it was a very, very complex incident, it's safe to say, which involved multiple cars, not just Sam, Sebastian Buemi to name but a few. So let's head over to Saunders and Ollie right now for a bit more detail on this one.
You're at the Skypad, okay.
Yeah, thank you very much, Radzi. Joining us in the pit lane studio, Oliver, let's take a look at, I mean, I think you'll agree with me, probably one of the biggest incidents we've seen in Formula E.
Yeah, certainly, and one of the most dangerous corners on the calendar. This is a completely blind corner, almost hitting the top speed of what this Gen 3 car is capable of. And yeah, as we see here, Sam Bird losing control of the car. We believe he had just gone through attack, so he was also in the higher power and lost the rear once he was in the marbles. It was game over from there, and yeah, the car is coming behind at this velocity. They don't have the reaction time and the space to, you know, remove themselves from danger.
This really, sorry to interrupt, but this is really, you know, I'm just going to take that back just very slightly just to see Sebastian Buemi there, because you can see he's on a trajectory of actually flipping at this point.
Yeah, and he does actually go on his side, and thank God for you know, the safety of this car and the halo and everything that's gone into keeping these drivers safe, because he was completely on his side. If you play it, and Antonio Felix da Costa went underneath him, so you can see all the debris all over the track. And still, this is a blind corner, so cars that are coming here now, yes, the yellow flags are waving, but they still don't have enough time to slow down. They don't know exactly where Sam Bird is sitting. So I believe that's John-Eric Verne. Just crept through down the inside. That
narrowly,
was pure luck and reaction time. And now we can see in a moment here the big impact with Eduardo Montero going straight on.
Huge, and this is stomach churning, really. It's, you know, it goes without saying, it's very, very warming to know that they're all out of the car. I think it's only Sam Bird that's going for additional checks, but yeah, they're all out of the car and okay, thankfully. But again, it's just testament to show how ridiculously robust these cars are, how much they can take. Because like you said, there isn't a corner in the calendar that is a worse place to have an impact than what we've just seen here.
No, and I believe it's 8 cars that didn't make it back. Could be more than that did make it back, but have some structural damage to the tires. And yeah, it's going to completely change the dynamic of this race moving forward. And I think we have another clip here of to the Buemi view.
Yeah, this is very, very interesting. Obviously, going into this. Let's play that here.
This just clearly shows how blind this is. And as you see, he goes on his side, and how high speed is that? I mean, it happens so quickly. You don't have time to react.
Let's just take that back and watch that again, if we can, because I want to just slow it down, because it happens so fast, obviously. But if we just kind of half speed it now, you can see, you know, it just clips that, and that's what gives it the rotation. And yeah, I mean, this is terrifying stuff. So glad to see that. Okay, you mentioned it there. This is going to have huge ramifications on the race, but also on the championship. So it'll be interesting to see how this race finishes and what it means for the championship at the end.
Yes, it's going to be a very long night for most of the teams that were involved in this through the paddock.
So
yeah, the mechanics have some work cut out for them to then repair these cars for round 2 here in Rome tomorrow.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for the insight. As always, back to you, Ranzi.
Okay, well,
just to kind of give you guys a sense of the scale of what's happened, there's a real somber mood, almost a mixture between what you'd see pre-FP1 and possibly on the grid. If we just take a look here, we've got all the cars here with their umbrellas over them, with the cooling systems to keep the powertrains as cool as they possibly can be on both sides of the paddock here. It's a scene that I've never seen before, and it's really created a sense...
Okay, Megs, this is getting a little bit weird now. This is going to be a very long red flag, we know that, but I don't think this race is going to restart, because they want a curfew here to get this one finished. And
look for Porsche. Do they have, how many cars do they have out?
Well, let's take a look at the Porsches as well. That's going to be, I'm trying to figure out the timing screen. I can't see them. There we go. Verline, he's in trouble, and we already know that Da Costa's out of the race. So I think both Porsches are out, and that's huge for the Constructors' Championship and for Verline.
Do they have one car or nil?
Well, who's that there? That's Evans. So that's Evans there, just the championship leader in front of the Jaguar garage.
Yeah, it's not Bird, even though it looks kind of a bit like.
Right, let's catch up with the YouTube chat as well. Where are we going through? Oh my, that was always going to happen, says Joshy. Oh God. I was looking at the TV pics. I'm going to listen to this. Let me take a look. Hope they're all okay. Buemi was momentarily on his side. Synthel says, what the F was that? Oh, I just saw your reaction. You already said the red flag half an hour before the incident. Well, thing is, though, we got the tail end of the incident, but the reason the red flag was called was because Bird was already sideways in the track. And then the red flag came out and everyone just concertinaed into the back of them.
12.
12 cars only.
There's only 12 there.
So out of the 14, so there's more cars missing.
Verline is.
Yeah, Verline is out of the race, yeah.
No one on that side of the garage has their cars out.
Yeah, Joe Samega says, what a scary crash. I counted 7 cars at some level involved there as well. The recovery vehicle that is out on the circuit right now is all just entering turn 3.
I feel like every city has at least just one big
Roundabout.
just pole with a roundabout around it.
Yeah. I get the feeling there as well. Twitch as well. SHT says, probably this crash will match the season 1-1 in Monaco. That was also a scary crash in dry conditions. It was 14 cars remaining. We think only 12. And we've got to restart this race. And we've got to run a race tomorrow. And just today alone, we've had everybody. Hughes crashed at turn 7, doesn't start the race after a big one. Lotterer crashed early on in the race on lap 3, brought out the safety car. And then, Megan, just more and more problems started to come through. And we're just sort of sat here thinking, well, at what point do we say, nah, this track's too dangerous, we'll come back later?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on, just confirming. There were 7 on that side of the grid. I wouldn't even restart this one. I would abandon this one for the moment until they get that fixed.
Well, it's a bump. They just need to put some new tar down and it should solve it. But
though I guess it's hard because it's boiling hot.
I wanted to come and talk to you about this because that used to be where the start line was. Exeter turn 6 and 7. That's where we used to have a start line when they first changed the track about
I wonder it's a blind corner.
2019 when we first changed it before COVID. We had that part of the track there. And when they were doing practice starts, cars came round and just shunted into the back of each other. Because it was blind. And now we've had another accident here. How long until the FIA realise that that part of the track is too dangerous for Formula?
When you have a bump and a blind corner at the same thing, what do you expect to happen?
Yeah. It's just getting ridiculous now.
If they want a bump and a corner, then have a bump after the corner.
DaCosta's changed. He's in the garage now watching on. The red flag's been out for, what, nearly half an hour? Maybe more?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Around about half an hour, yeah. As we wait to see what's going to happen. Oh, race control.
This is race control.
Interesting.
We have effected the majority of the cleanups. At the moment now, I'm giving everyone a 10-minute warning. 10-minute warning. The intention is to restart this race at 16:05. 16:05 is the restart.
Race will resume at 16:05. 10 minutes to go then until the race will restart.
I don't think it should. I'm just going to go check if it's raining outside.
Okay. So the race is apparently going to restart. We have got the 10-minute signal. So 10 minutes until this race goes green. Whether or not that's the correct decision or not, I'm not sure. But the race will restart at 16:05. It will be behind the safety car. And then it will be up to the decision of Scott Elkins whether we go for a standing start or a rolling start. I believe it will be rolling. I don't think they want to risk having another standing start procedure down towards turn 1. But Fenestraz is going to have the advantage down towards the first corner. Megan? Megan says what? Yeah, all right, hang on. Wait, Megan. If you're leaving the commentary box, could you please refill my drink, which is now very empty? Thank you very much. So we're just hearing that Fenestraz, Evans, Rast. We're getting the official start grid coming through. And so far, the 2 DS Penske's might not make this restart because of their damage. They're working incredibly hard, but Verline might not either. We're in, I think, for a very chaotic restart. Restart order is going to be Fenestraz, Evans. Then that's... So hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm trying to hold up. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 cars. 12 cars. That's it. And Van Dorn and Nato are one of them. So only 12 cars are going to restart this race. So that is it. Restart order is Sachet Fenestraz, Mitch Evans, Rene Rast. Let's go down to the pits.
Felipe, very unfortunate circumstances. Obviously, TP of Envision Racing. First of all, with Sebastian Buemi, is he okay? How is he so far?
Yes, he's physically fine, which is good news. From what I hear, I think all the drivers are okay for now, which is the main thing. He's extremely annoyed, obviously. Not at anyone, but just yeah, the circumstances. It's a really high-speed corner, and as you could see, it's a blind corner. They arrived really fast. They just couldn't do anything.
In terms of pragmatism, Kelvin, just off air, you made a really brilliant point about what could potentially happen.
Yeah, Sylvain, so we were discussing, and obviously a lot of the teams are sharing chassis, just logistically. What is the process for tomorrow? Obviously, Jaguar have the same issue as you guys, very damaged cars. Who gets priority in terms of that? Have you had a chat about that? Like, what is the process there?
Yeah, there's a process pre-agreed before the season starts. So we have a pool of spare chassis that we share, and then there's another level of, there's other, we call them like naked chassis, basically, completely unprepared chassis available at the supplier as well, I believe. So, you know, I mean, you look at the state of the cars, I don't think we can keep a single part of that car anyway. I think overnight we'll rebuild a brand new car. Therefore, you know, we'll have new parts anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Hopefully, there will be enough spares for everyone. I don't know that for sure, I hope. But either way, it's an all-nighter for sure to rebuild a new car for tomorrow.
We're seeing Mitch Evans obviously get his helmet on. We're now moments away from the race beginning once again. Just on a human level, Sylvain, how are you actually feeling personally?
Well, we never like to see that. You know, it's a really high speed. We have to remember, I've been in Formula E for 9 years. The speed has evolved considerably. These Gen 3 cars are some of the fastest race cars on the planet now. So, and the acceleration is so strong, even out of slow corners. They pick up speed and get to 200 kph very rapidly. So any of these stunts are actually really high speed. So, you know, credits to the FIA, the safety of the survival cells, really great that the drivers are safe. But, you know, when I hear that my car is on fire, it's never a good feeling. So glad everyone is okay.
Thanks for your time. Really appreciate it, Sylvain. We now get the race underway and hand back to our commentary team of Tom Brooks and Alan McNish.
Cheers, guys. So the race then going to restart minus Pascal Wehrlein and Norman Nato. So Wehrlein's car, Megan. Exactly as we said. And well done to SSG pointing out.
I even said about Nato.
Yeah, you said about Nato. He was involved in that crash. Wehrlein touched the wall.
So because that guy said there was only 10, I assumed maybe Nato was wrong. But apparently I was right.
So, hello to Jana. It's on Channel 4 YouTube, the TV pictures and Formula E YouTube. New restart order. Hang on. New restart order. Has that changed, come up again? Is that a new one?
Check for NATO.
94. Wehrlein is in the race.
Thank goodness.
Wehrlein is in the race, but Norman Nato is not.
Right.
So NATO's not in the race, but Pascal Wehrlein, crucially, will make the restart. That's big for his championship. If he DNF'd here...
What's on top of that thing?
Just a little bit. I don't know, actually. But so, let's check in. The championship contenders. Dennis is the leader. He's there. And then we get Cassidy. He's there. Wehrlein's going to restart. And so will Evans. So the top 4 in the championship will restart this race. Vern will too. So top 5. Not bad. But what a bizarre race. 4 minutes until the restart procedure. The race will restart behind the safety car, and then it's up to the stewards. Let's go down to the pits once more with Saunders.
One is a visual representation of the severity of this incident and how many people it has affected. Now, if you just kind of take a little look at some of the garages, and specifically the empty garages, because it almost feels like, for a large part of the grid, at least the top half of the championship, there is at least one car affected from that incident, which, as we've mentioned a few times, is going to have huge ramifications on the team's championship, based on the number of points that the other driver can get to the driver that's doing well. That's one thing that visually is just, it's quite jarring, if I'm being honest, to see. The second thing was just to follow up a little bit about what Sylvain was saying to the guys there about
We've still got added time.
So there is a certain number of spare parts available for the entire grid. Usually it's not a problem when there's 1 or 2 incidents, but when you have this many cars involved in one incident and only less than 24 hours before another race day, and bear in mind we've got free practice 3 first thing tomorrow morning, it does feel like we could see a potential problem for quite a lot of cars. We might see drivers and teams not being able to field a car tomorrow based on lack of spare parts or too much to do overnight. There is also a cut-off to the point where they're allowed to keep working. It's not like they can work from here all the way until free practice tomorrow. So there's all these kind of little sporting regulations and rules which just add to the problem that a lot of these teams and drivers are going to have. So yeah, just a few points that I thought worth mentioning before we get back out on track again.
Yeah, thanks, Saunders. But they can waive that, Megan. As we've seen before, they've got the Joker, and they can all guarantee a new Joker, because that's the entire field nearly, and every team affected from that accident.
Is there actually anyone who wasn't affected?
The top 3.
No, I
top
mean the
6.
teams, like the full teams.
No, I don't think there is. Everyone's
I'm
had
gonna
problems. Well, Penske are in it, but they've had problems as well, and they've dropped a couple of positions. I think because of where Bird was in the field, the entire team. Look at Buemi. Look at him saying, "Look, I went over," and big
Why are
eyes.
people taking their shirts off?
Okay, it's 33 degrees and 59-degree track temperature. Wouldn't you take?
There.
Yeah.
Technically, Avalanche wasn't affected.
To be fair,
because one of their cars were already out before.
Would you just mind standing up? I just say, wouldn't you?
In the restart order. Car 2-3, car 9, car 5-8, 2-7, 3-7, 7, 3-3, 5-1, 3-8, 2-5, 9-4, and 1.
That's our restart order from Scott Elkin, the race director. What I was about to say was...
Wait, I found a team that weren't affected.
Neo.
Yeah, Neo. They weren't affected at all. Technically, Penske weren't either.
I just want to say as well, by the way, I was about to say, if it wasn't hot, wouldn't you dress cooler and take that top off of yours as well? But no, because it's literally boiling outside. It's cold in the Convox today for some weird reason. It's actually changed up.
I was wearing this stuff in 40-degree weather.
Yes, you're wearing all black and black boots as well. This is Buemi's on board once again, Megan. Just talk us through it.
Wearing a red shirt.
Look at Buemi.
Buemi literally... Okay, he originally righted himself, but then...
Upside down.
Now I really want to sing that song.
Now, there's the red flag warnings on the boards down there, look. That's when the race got stopped. That's because, look, the red flag came out immediately. As soon as Sam Bird was round and the first car was involved, the red flag came out. That's when we picked up on it. Because the timing tower said red flag. So 30 seconds to go then until the restart here for the Rome E-Prix, round 13 of the ABB FIA Formula E World Championship in 2023, the 9th season. And by far, I think it's most scariest accidents, and it's every single time you're in the commentary box, there's a huge accident. Diria, 23-21, up the inside, over the back went Alex Lynn. 2022, New York City, over the back went half the field in huge accidents down into the escape road. Now here in 2023 in Rome, and everyone flips upside down. It's your fault.
I have my yearly accident for everyone.
Let's go back to the pits. Oliver Askew
went over that, bottomed out, and then essentially lost grip, which then tossed him into the dirty part of the track. Jake Dennis narrowly missed hitting a Sam Bird here, and you know what might have been a drastic situation for his championship hopes.
Let's just take another look at that and slow it down even more.
Oh yeah, that's let's. Not like we've got a race to go to. The race hasn't restarted,
Megan. It was just earlier, isn't it? It's just right at the start of that clip. So play that through. Bump. There it is, just there. Now that just goes to show about Formula E racing in general, right? The streets that we race on, they are exactly that. They are streets. They're not purpose-built for racing. They have all these imperfections, and the drivers have to deal with that, and that is a fundamental part of Formula E racing.
Away we go.
Yes, each corner has its own characteristic, and it's very difficult to manage that.
Oh no, who stopped?
Thank you again for the insight.
Someone stopped in the pit lane. We are underway, but somebody has not left the pit lane. We cut to someone stopped to the exit. The races go again on lap 9:25 behind the safety car, so we've started the stopwatch because we'll still have added time to this race, believe it or not.
Hold on, I'm just trying to see who's... Okay, so it's none of the top 5.
Actually... No, and they've all got through. They're organising themselves, I think.
Stalling, I think that might have been.
Yeah, here's Dennis. So they've got to get themselves in order.
Verline's out.
Verline is on the track, yes.
Van Dorn's out.
And NATO is not. So
he really should say stop by now.
Yeah. So it out of the race as we restart. Confirmed to us now is Sam Bird, Sebastian Buemi.
Wait.
NATO's out on the track.
Yeah.
NATO's got going. Was he in the restart? No, he wasn't. NATO's not in the restart order, but he's out on the track.
Maybe they're taking him off because he technically didn't stop on the track. No, he's technically still in the pit lane.
No, he's off the pit. No, he's off the track. He's on the driver track.
He must have managed to get his car fixed.
Oh, brilliant. So NATO can resume the race. Now, there's no problem from the FIA there to say that.
Yeah.
So, it is going to be out of the race then, Sam Bird, Sebastian Buemi, Antonio Felix da Costa, Eduardo Mortara, Lucas de Grassi, Robin Friends, all involved in that accident that red flagged the race. Andre Lotterer crashed early on in the race on lap 2, bringing out the safety car, and not starting due to this, and that was also turn 7, and not starting due to crashing in qualifying at turn 6 and 7 is Jake Hughes. And every single car that's been out it's down at that part of the track. So get ready before we have another
Place your
incident.
bets.
Yeah.
Place your bets.
I'm going immediately. What about you?
2 laps.
Well, the cars are back out on the circuit, and Gunther's passed it. Here we go. Here they go. Look, they're all starting to field. Why has Fenestraz stopped?
I don't know.
Okay.
Evans is stopping too.
There's a safety car bringing them to a slow to bunch the field back up together? Yes, they are, yeah. Well, they're still going. According to my timing screen. There we go, yeah. So they've just rescheduled them. NATO 14. Weird. So 14 cars are left in this E-Prix in Rome. A race that should have been over by now. Should have been spraying the champagne and everything.
When's the next thing we have to do?
When's practice 2 for 1:30?
For some of the oil dry that we put down there. It's just a little bit dusty, so just please be aware.
So surface flag there.
Yeah, thanks, Megs. 3:30, isn't it? Is the safety car going to come in this lap? Or will it give me another minute to go grab Megan's laptop as quickly as humanly possible?
It's in my room.
Go get it. Go get your charger as well. Safety car lights are off. Stay with us. Safety car lights are on. Go, go, go. Safety car. No. Standing start. We're going again. The race will restart with a standing start. You stay here. Stay here. Come back. Put your headset back on. Safety car will come in. We will have a standing start. No, just text David and say, could you bring me the laptop? Text David.
No, I'll do it.
No, because the race is going to restart with a standing start. Just
yes, I'll stay for a little bit of a standing start, but then I'll quickly pop upstairs and do that. Okay?
Fine.
He's busy.
Forgot about that. I forgot that.
I thought there was something that was meant to be done.
Great call, Megs. I completely forgot about that. Wow, FIA wanted the standing start. So the first ever restart in Formula E with a standing start. Usually when the red flag comes out, we just go for a rolling start. But the FIA have decided to do a standing start once again. First time in Formula E history, 2 starts in one race.
I could have got it by now. But that's just a lot of firsts today.
We've got 20 minutes, it's fine. I can easily get it sorted with the laptop and everything. We'll be perfectly fine. Cars are lining up on the track then. The tension rises again. Sasha Fenestraz on pole position. Mitch Evans will be second. Then it'll be Rast and Dennis, Cassidy Gunther, Ticton Muller, Sete Cameron Merry, Vern Verline, Van Dorn Nato. First ever time in Formula E we will have 2 standing starts in one race. Usually the restarts are behind the safety car. A new rule this year gives them the opportunity, like with Formula 1, to standing start 5-lap procedure, with it now being an FIA World Championship. It will be 16 laps of running here, back in Rome. The second start of the Rome E-Prix is 5 lights away. Lights out again in Rome. It's a good start from Fenestraz. It's a good start from Evans. Evans can have the inside line down towards turn 1. Here comes Cassidy on the inside behind Dennis. Rast is trying to take round the outside and gets through. Rast versus Dennis versus Evans up the hill. Now towards the crunch point. This is where we don't want to see any accidents. Into the crunch point. Rast getting forced off into the wall. Is anyone going to hit that bump and slide round? Dennis is going for Evans. Dennis on a great exit of Evans. Over the hill. Far away. Round the outside. Dennis is going for it, and Dennis takes it. Evans keeps on the inside line. Evans stays second. Tictum and Mortara Tictum and Sete Cameron getting involved. Brilliant restart.
Very good.
So Fenestraz leads. Dennis up 5 places on the restart as they all keep it through. As they try and get through, Evans now second. Gunther is up to 5th. Cassidy down into 6th position as they swing through turn 11 and 12. Good restart, good standing start, second start. It was something to see. Fenestraz, Evans, Dennis, Rast, Gunther, Cassidy up to 6th. But Dennis onto the podium, exactly where he needs to be. Is anyone going to take attack mode for what they've got left? Yes! It's going to be both of the DS Penske's and that's NATO in the Nissan. So Vern Van Dorn taking 4 minutes, NATO taking the full 6, Cassidy trying to go around the outside of Gunther. He's looking left and right into the braking zones, can't find a way through as they cut back across. So 3 starts, the price of 1, not too bad. As they continue to squeeze through. A little bit of a slide there. Dennis, of course, still has got attack mode left to do, so the red flag sort of gifts you back the energy. Verline's still got 2. Now here comes Dennis around the outside again to turn 1. He's trying to have a go. Rast is under attack from Gunther into turn 4. Rast on the inside. Now through 5 and 6. Hold your breath. It's through the section of the track with the bumps. They're all going to get through cleanly this time. Yes, it's only a matter of time until they don't. And there's a load of cement dust as Dennis now trying to put around the outside. It's on the cement dust braking as nearly gets hit by Rast and up the inside. Cassidy back ahead of Gunther. Gunther cuts back into turn 6. Can't get through. Ticked him up into 7th position, trying to find time, not finding time. And it's all just getting a little bit dramatic. Championship standings puts Dennis on 169, Cassidy on 163, Evans on 144, Verline on 138, Vern will be on 97. So that's the 5 as things currently stand here in ABB FIA Formula E. So Vern with 2 minutes 20 left, same as Van Dorn. NATO 4 minutes 20. And we're going to take it this time around. Let's hear from Evans.
Here's Evans' radio. He's second. Was on the wrong strategy. He's just gone longer now. He might start coasting earlier.
So Evans says as well that Dennis is on the wrong strategy. Vern gets ahead of Mary. Van Dorn passes Verline. Verline's dropped down to 14th place. Verline is under investigation for overspeeding under the red flag. So the man who's 3rd in the World Championship is under investigation for speeding under the red flag procedure. That's going to be quite dramatic. He's 14th and last at the moment. Cassidy's on the back of Rast. Rast going for a lunge on Dennis. Well, according to the attack mode striking, Dennis is under pressure from Cassidy for attack mode. As Cassidy round the outside, battling with Rene Rast into the braking zone at turn number 4. Can't get through. Tictum is now side by side, and Tete Camera getting forced off by Vern. And has he also positioned to Van Dorn as well? I believe so. Through the turn 6 complex once more. Tictum and Muller have been passed by Jean-Eric Vern, who's absolutely lightning right now. Vern is going round the outside of everybody into turn 7. Ow! Tictum at the back of Gunther, breaking his front wing. Tictum out, breaking himself. Keeps on going, but that's going to cost a lot of problems. And that's also involved the secondary of the out. That's Muller. Just huge ramifications. So Tictum up the back as well. Oh, contact! That is Dan Tictum. That front wing more completely broken as they come through, and Tictum I think has got a broken front suspension as well, so he's trying to take everything back into it. It's not working. Cassidy on the inside, getting ahead of Rast again, and Rastamataz can't seem to find anything to do with the battling positions at the moment. But what a good start, and there goes. That's Gunther taking attack mode early, Megan.
I walk in and there's chaos.
Tictum ran at the back of Gunther in the braking zone, damaged his front wing, and now Tictum's falling down. Verline is under investigation. Track surface slippery at turn 8. Verline under investigation for overspeed under the red flag. So he was speeding too much under the red flag procedure.
How did that happen?
Not sure, actually.
Wait, why has Van Dorn gone down so much? Rast is pitting, and so is Tictum.
Yeah, so is that into the pitch? Yeah. So Rast must have more issues than what we first thought.
Evans and Dennis and Cassidy, and Gunther are all happy because they've got so much more time left.
Well, the energy as well. Gunther 3:18, and now there's a move going further back. Again, it's not telling us who was making the move. It's NATO passing Van Dorn. NATO getting through. And now look at this from Fennestrauss. He's under pressure. Fennestrauss with Mitch Evans right in the back of him. Coming down to the braking zone. Dennis is going to attack. Dennis round the outside of Evans over the secondary bump. Oh! Dennis round the outside!
Simultaneous!
And Dennis gets forced down as Gunther tries to pass Cassidy!
And he passes.
And Vern's now on the inside of Gunther. No. Well, it's Dodgems. You can't breathe.
Evans is trying to go round I think it was outside of Dennis. Can he get through? Hold on.
No.
A little bit of contact with the wall. Then Dennis.
Evans back to second, yeah. Dennis down into third. So that move never on from Jake. Vern in fifth. Yes, Vern in fifth. At the moment, it's just one of those things that just won't stop, will it, this race? It just keeps on giving.
I see Vern, Muller and it's Van Dorn. They've all used every single bit of their attack mode. Cassidy hasn't used anything.
Oh, a little bit on the brakes there. That's a bit dangerous.
Cassidy and Dennis haven't used anything, and yet they're in third and fourth.
I'm not surprised, actually. I was expecting them to sort of leave as much as possible until the last second of the race. There's Fenestras still leading. Do you know what I'm most surprised about, actually? The most surprised about? The fact that IndyCar's not on until 2:35, so we got a bit more time. Oh, there we go. Cassidy trying to go around the outside. Trying to take through on Dennis. And Cassidy's got a great run now down the straight. Dennis has to pull to the inside line, but look out for Gunther, who's on the attack mode on the inside of Cassidy. Gunther's not involved in the title fight, but he's making himself involved in this little fight. And this is ludicrous stuff. Dennis v Cassidy, 1-2 in the championship. Oh, duking it out, and here comes Dennis. Again on the outside, Evans protecting the inside line. If they're not careful, there's going to be a bigger accident, as there goes on the inside as well.
I hope not, for the things we actually have to do.
Sente Camera getting past on Tictum. Sente Camera, passing NATO as well. Rast in the pit lane, and Rast still out, Megan. I don't think Rast is going to be taking any further part in this race, do you?
I don't think so either, to be honest.
Yeah.
How long is the IndyCar thing we have to do?
IndyCar's an hour, but I can swap it between this and the other device once I get it all sorted. Just right now, we're commentating on Formula E. Although it's 14:25, plus added time. Yeah, we're not going to be done before 35 minutes past the hour. I've also got to log into my own account, so that's...
Wait, what?
Nah, it's fine. Not when I do that, it's not. Click the wrong button now, because you said what? Just commentate on the race, and I'll sort this. Commentate on the race! I'll deal with this.
I can't.
Dennis versus Cassidy, third and fourth. Big red car trying to be passed by the big green car. I'll deal with this.
Sign back in.
I'll deal with it, go on.
And it. Now I lost my train of thought. Right. Cassidy, team radio.
And Dennis gets up into second. Dennis has finally passed Mitch Evans on the inside line. Evans trying to fight back. Dennis goes defensive. Cassidy round the outside of Dennis. Cassidy round the outside of Evans. And it's all chaos into turn 4. Evans trying to make the move. Switch account. Over the hill. And far away. Jake Dennis has come to play. Down towards turn 7. Dennis on the inside line. Can he get the move done? No. Cassidy round the outside of Evans. No comprende. Into the braking zone. It's all hand, and there we go! Dennis takes the lead! Comeback and a half!
I don't think it's going to last long, though.
Dennis leads ahead of Fenestras on lap 14.
I'm sure it's going to last long. Fenestras is very aggressive, and he's been leading for a lot this race. I don't think he's going to want to give it up lightly.
An hour! No. That was a mixed up radio message, wasn't it, and a half? As they try to come through. So lap 15 and 25. Is anyone going to take a tap mode? Would you, if you were Fenestras, would you take your tap mode now?
No, wait a lap.
Alright, fair dues.
47% left, and Dennis.
Anyone going to make a move?
Oh, Mary has the least amount with 43% left.
Yeah, I'm surprised there hasn't been more drama in this little battle. Like, I was expecting there to be not accidents. I was expecting there to be drama. That's what I was expecting to see. Dennis officially leads a lap though. 42.673 is third sector. Fenestras now backing up on time.
Yeah, I know, but is this on purpose or what? Do I follow the guy or what? Just tell me, Jojo, what to do, man. I need to overconsume if I want to follow.
Overconsume.
So he needs to use more energy if he wants to stay with Dennis, but he hasn't used attack mode yet, so he's in saving mode, and that's going to perfectly attack Evans now. Here we go, round the outside, down towards turn 7. Evans easily gets through on Fenestras. And this is now no longer fair on Sasha. He needs to be told to push, and Nissan just not giving him the opportunity to, Megan. He may as well just be bullying him into staying behind.
Pretty sure he is.
Yeah.
Right, so the fastest lap time right now is currently Verline, which is good for him, to be honest, with a 1:42.894, though don't see how that much. He's in 11th, so that isn't much help to him.
It's getting chaotic now, this little battle as they come into the braking zone. Dennis 2 seconds ahead, so well done. He's already got it. My Gmail's not working, so I can't actually access what I need to access. Dennis takes attack mode. You were right, Megan. Waiting a lap. NATO passes center camera. That's why center camera takes the attack mode. Dennis has taken 2 minutes and has kept the lead of the race, and it's happened. Andretti are happy about that. He did what Sasha Fenestras did over an hour ago, and he keeps the lead of the Rome E-Prix.
I'm getting things right today. And he's gone for 2 minutes. Has Cassidy taken one yet, I wonder?
Yeah, I've just found out why. It says my Google quote wasn't signed in. That's even worse.
Cassidy hasn't taken any attack modes.
No, and Dennis Evans and Fenestras have got 6 minutes left. Cassidy hasn't taken any, but he must take the full time, and he's running out of it. That's what I'm worried about. He's running out of the time. Yeah. Oh, that's brave from Cassidy on the inside of Sasha Fenestras. Cassidy onto the podium, keeping that championship hunt alive. 1, 2, 3 in the championship are currently 1, 2, and 3.
What do you want me to do, man? Am I going with the things or not? Mode toggle, mode toggle.
Mode to toggle, mode to toggle. As they come into the braking zone. So far in this race, everything is going, I want to say, hunky-dory, wouldn't you?
Brain can't compute.
Oh, there's debris. That's from...
Oh.
That
should have been cleared.
That's from Tictum, isn't it? Yeah.
Should have been cleared by now.
Dennis radio.
Opposition team radio.
Just need to manage this gap to Mitch at the moment. Mitch on threshold, risky one.
So they're just instruction for him to manage that gap to...
Yeah, keep that gap what it needs to be at.
It's not going to do that thing it used to do, right?
No. I know what to do, don't we? So there's going to continue on the attack. I just needed the code. I want to
sneeze.
So, let's go through the order, shall we, Megan? Talk us through it.
Right, so first is Dennis, second Evans, Cassidy is third, not for long, because you need to use your attack mode.
Oh, fastest lap of Cassidy, go on.
Fenestras, is it how you say his name?
Yeah.
Is fourth, gone for fifth, Byrne is sixth, Muller is seventh, eighth is NATO, Setter Camera, ninth, Verline, 10th, finally. Van Dorn goes down into 11th, Merry is 12th, and Tictum is 13th.
Yeah, and Verline moving ahead. Stoffel Van Dorn was crucial as well. Setter Camera's taken 4 minutes of attack mode now, so he is pushing as hard as he can. On board with Sasha Fenestras, looking back to Gunther, and Gunther's going to have a run around the outside. Fenestras has been completely done over here by his team mechanics. They have not given him what they needed to do. They've completely... I don't want to say it, but they have, haven't they, Megan? They've screwed him over. Again.
They have.
Fenestras had a decent shot at winning this race, and he had one more attack mode left for 6 minutes, and they've over-consumed the energy.
And now he's fifth.
Struggling as well.
Well, this is a very bad day.
Yeah, this race just keeps on giving, doesn't it? It's one of these that just is butterly confusing in the E-Prix as the racing goes on. There's no internet in here to try and get through. Won't connect as they come through. Dennis, 6 minutes. He's taken the attack mode, and he's been passed by Evans. Evans takes the lead.
Again.
So Evans takes the lead.
And takes fastest lap.
Yeah.
Go on to the extender. Sometimes it doesn't work with one thing.
So Cassidy's taken it too, but stays there. Evans does a 1:42.154. He takes the lead of the race as well. So thumbs up, I would say, Megan. It's actually working for once.
I would say so too.
Because Evans has now got the lead of the race. Can he do a double-double? Thank you.
Voila.
And when I say a double-double, I mean a double-double. Because he won here last year with a double-double. See?
I want a double cheeseburger.
Evans won last year in the Jaguar.
Wait, he went double.
Yeah. Did the double last year. Can Evans do the double this year? Win race 1 and win race 2. Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow, won't we, really?
Double.
Double.
I want a double cheeseburger.
You had a triple the other day, you're fine.
I know.
Any second now, Megan's going to be calling. Let's hear from Evans.
Team radio, we'll have cap to attack to Cassidy. If he goes crazy, let him go. If not, we attack.
Right. So, if he goes crazy, then we attack. That's not a best plan, I would say. I would say attack before he goes crazy, because then, you know, you're not crashing.
As they come into the battle then, to try and continue on and keep pushing, would you say this race is getting entertaining, Megan? I would say it's getting a little bit scary.
I think it was both beforehand.
Yeah.
Though attack mode is being used by Gunther. Oh, I just Cassidy's finally used his.
So Gunther takes the attack mode initiative early on in this race. He will continue to push. Yeah, that's not going to move anymore, is it? No, it's not. So again, trying to take control of this early race. That 20 of 25. Running out of time here. 102. Megan, take over.
6. Hold on.
Megan's working something out now in the commentary box. It's confusing me. What are you doing? What are you working out?
Hold on. 60. Right. So, I'll keep my calculations.
There's Tick, that set of camera with a damaged front wing as well, so both him and Tick having issues.
Why is everyone getting damaged wing?
They're all just going wrong, aren't they? Anyway, look at this. Dennis going for the lead. Dennis trying to go around the outside to take the lead. It's not going to pay off.
Dennis Strauss has only got 26% left of his energy. Mary too. They are not having a good day.
No, they're not. Evans then leading, but Dennis is right behind him. What? Get over there. Get over to your side of the box. You're giving me all my room. I can't stand anywhere.
You need to leave.
You're doing what? No, I'm fine. You're doing what Dad does. Just take up all the room in the box. I was like, hello. Right, I think he deliberately moves me out of the shot so we can be in picture. Because every time he's in here, it gets a little bit closer to me being out the picture. Tomorrow, the race on the next time he's there would be this. Right, go on.
Radio as well. 3% up on Dennis.
Evans!
Definitely attack this lap.
Push with attack. 6 minutes. Oh, did he miss it? Evans missed it. Evans missed attack mode. He missed the sensors. Oh, no. Evans has thrown it away. He missed the attack mode sensor. He hasn't got it. Dennis leads with 2 minutes of attack, and Evans has blown it.
He still has one more chance, and I was calculating how long it takes. Like, the rest of the thing.
Can't believe he blew it. The one thing he had to do, and he has thrown it away.
10 minutes. 10 minutes, 12 seconds.
Unbelievable.
Now it's less time.
Plus the podium. Watch this.
Are we staying for the podium?
Yes. Watch this. Evans comes in, hits one. Oh, why wasn't that activated? He was on the sensors. What did he miss? Why didn't that activate for Evans?
I don't know.
That's cost him a lot of time now.
Before, I saw one of the drivers not even fully on the sensor and got it.
Radio.
We still have the gap to Cassidy and have the energy advantage to Dennis to catch him back. Cassidy, another attack to go. Let's go.
Go, basically. You are free to do whatever you like, is that message. And I think, Megan, he's going to do whatever he likes because he doesn't want to lose out on this race, does he? He wants to get as quick as possible and get as much time as possible, which is what this sort of situation's been requiring of him for the past, 10 minutes of this race?
Yeah. What do the blue lights mean?
The blue lights, no, don't ignore them.
Going for it again.
Cassidy 2, Evans gets his 6 minutes, Cassidy 2, and Dennis is now out of it. Now this might just play off here for Evans because Dennis is now going to be struggling for the remainder of the race. You see what I mean?
Yeah, and then he's got 2 people behind him with 6-minute attack modes.
So it's not all over. It's not all over. This could still go into his... I don't want to say order, but it could go into his order, couldn't it?
Possibly.
Yeah, this race is far from being boring. It is most definitely 100% interesting. This race has been what is giving up here. in this E-Prix, this very strange E-Prix, I must point out, because it's just giving us complete confusion coming into it. So there we go, getting that sorted. Evans on the back now. Dennis is out of attack mode.
Catching.
Down towards turn 7. Dennis on the radio. It's not going to matter. Evans round the outside into the braking zone. And Evans takes the lead. Evans on for a 3-race winning streak in Rome. On lap 21. He didn't even get to do it.
Oh, that's perfect.
Brilliantly done from Evans as well.
How many different leaders have we had?
Bird, Evans, Fenestraz, Dennis, Evans, Dennis, Evans. 7 lead changes, but around about 4 leaders. That's the current situation of plans. Strange, isn't it?
Yeah. How long will that be useful?
Not that long.
I don't want to stress it out, you see. Team radio, Dennis. Gone.
Yeah, not even there. Non-existent.
Must have let on the button.
They're trying to keep it in. Where did that come from Cassidy? He's past Dennis! The two championship protagonists do battle! And Cassidy, with 4 minutes of attack mode, gets past Dennis!
That's good.
Well, the championship is now changing on its head. Every single second. Added laps too.
Oh, no.
Megan is just on a roll. She said it would be 2 earlier on in the broadcast. You've got everything right. Look at this. Cassidy will lead the title by 2 points to Dennis. 171 to 169. Evans will be on 151. Verline 140. Vern out on 107. Vern is out of title hunt. Verline's just in on it.
Is everyone else seeing Rast? Because everyone else has got so little percentage left.
Dennis has been passed by Gunther. Dennis is now down. Cassidy takes the lead on the Drivers' Championship by 4 points.
Rast has 43% left in 2 minutes of attack.
Rast could be something further back. Let's have a Dennis.
Gunther, energy to like P6.
Oh, Gunther's wide. Gunther into the...
Gunther touched the wall. Gunther touched the wall. And Dennis was right there with him too.
He's fine, he's fine, he's fine.
He's kept going, thankfully, but my goodness me. This race just won't give up. It's just chaos. Utter chaos. Minute after minute, second after second, nothing is off the marks here in this E-Prix. I don't know anymore, Megan, do you?
No, I really, really don't. Like, I can't figure out even how Rast has still got 2 minutes of attack left and 43%.
I'm just going with it, Megs. That's all I'm doing.
How has he managed that?
I don't know anymore. I really don't. Right, IndyCar's live on the website, so that second practice is now green.
5 points difference now between Dennis and Cassidy.
Dennis is slipping out massively. Cassidy, this Rome E-Prix has again changed it.
Increase that.
Okay, we stay calm, It's okay. Focus, full focus.
Gunther says stay calm. He is 5 seconds back to Cassidy. So, 3.1. Back to Cassidy, 5 seconds to Evans. I don't think it's going to be that thing, but can Vern jump Dennis? The further Dennis drops back...
Verline passes Nato.
Verline getting himself back into the title hunt now. The further Dennis drops back, the closer the title fight will come. Rast is into the pit lane.
Look at that. Everyone else is in the team percentages. Rast, 39.
But he's in the pit lane and out again.
Yeah, but how is he losing percentage?
He's 8 laps down. That's why. He hasn't done 8 laps.
That's going to take a long time.
Yeah, that's why Rast is having troubles. He's 8 laps down on the field. So
now he's fully in the
yeah. I was wondering why it was changing over positions left, right and centre. I'm not sure, actually. I haven't seen that much. So as they come by once again, a few little problems. By the way, for those of you watching on Twitch, we'll try and get the IndyCar second practice out to you. It'll just be...
a little late.
It'll be, well, it wouldn't be our commentary. It'll be the live timing pictures. Let's have a Muller.
Dennis has 0.14 kilowatt hours per lap lower target than you.
Muller looking strong. Sorry that I would have commentated on the session myself, but, you know, this race has gone long by over an hour. We should have been finished by now.
So we're not commentating personally?
No, it's streaming to YouTube, and then I'll just download it later and get it sorted.
Probably wise.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
given how much has happened today, and also to keep them safe from me.
Yes. So, this is the battle for the back. That is Muller with a broken front wing, battling with Vern and Dennis.
Oh, that's not very well.
By the way, this is lap 25 of 25. We are now into the added laps. As you can see on your timing tower, 2 extra added. So lap 26 and 27. Yellow flag, turn 7. So
Who's at turn 7?
That's where we had the accident. Yellow flag out again. And this is why. Look, take a look. Well, this is it. So it must be something with these guys. Evans to here. Well, there goes Dennis. No, yellow flag's already out. Why?
Someone in front of him.
Who's in the wall? Well, where?
Where is
Debris! Wing!
It was like Stoffel Van Dorn from wing.
Who's wing?
Van Dorn's
That was
wing.
yellow.
Yeah, it's Van Dorn's wing. Van Dorn's wing is ended in the middle of the track. Now, where's he got to?
What did you do?
Well, hang on, where is Van Dorn? He's down in 11th. That can't be Van Dorn's wing, surely. Whose wing could that be? Who's in trouble? Who's lost out, mainly, is what I need to see. Yellow flag at turn 7, then. Race can't be extended anymore. If it ends behind the safety car, it ends behind the safety car. I'm surprised they haven't put out a full course yellow to achieve it. Although the track, there, 8, Merry. Roberto Merry. Right, the track is now clear for like 30 seconds. Go get it. Won't take that much. But surprisingly with 12, it's still chaos. Just look at Dennis fighting on for 4th place. Vern knows he has to do it. We're into the added laps now of this Rome E-Prix. On to lap 26 or 27. So the 2 laps get added on to this race. It happened on our timing screens, well, when it got announced ages ago.
How many percentage do they lose per lap?
Around about 4% per lap.
Oh,
I know,
no.
everyone's going to be lifting and coasting at the end. I thought of that. Evans
Muller.
too, yeah.
Verline's not making it. Wait, what?
Dennis isn't. Dennis on the attack on the inside.
Verline just went up a percentage and then down.
Well, he's regenerating the energy. So he's regenerating the energy. Yeah. Dennis is now going to have to go on full attack. Well, he can't overtake it to turn 7, can he? Because it's a yellow flag zone. So the one true overtaking spot, Vern can't do unless he gets it done before. Dennis might know that. No, he can't. Yellow flags can't overtake. That wing is saving Dennis. And that is Van Dorn's front wing. It is Van Dorn's. He's at the wall somewhere. And dropped down to 11th place.
How have you done that?
I don't even know. I haven't even seen it happen on the timings.
How did he stay? How did he stay?
This has been one of the most craziest E-Prix I think I've seen in a very long time. Nice to have you in the box for this one, Megs. As look, on the inside, turn 12, can't get through. We haven't talked about this part of the track. That's one of the most dangerous on the circuit.
Wait a minute, he's on his own.
Yeah, he is on his own completely, and we've got.
So he didn't even hit into
Dennis.
anyone.
Same target as the leaders now. Same target as leaders.
Same target as the leaders. So basically, go, go, go.
How does he know that actually just means avoid the wing?
Pascal Verline for overspeeding under the red flag will be investigated after the race.
Oh come on, he's had such a bad day already.
Verline, if he has been overspeeding, he might get a penalty. So stay tuned to the Grid Network for that after this race. They'll tell you more about it. Vern knows this is the last lap.
Green.
Vern knows he's going to go, and it's a green flag. Track clear. Right. Vern can now go for it. He'll get told that on the last run around. Evans is going to win again this season. His 4th win of the year, but with Mitch Evans, it'll be his 3rd win in a row in Rome. The Roman warrior is Mitch Evans. Into 6. Look at Vern. He knows it's coming.
The leading 2 are Aussies.
I can hear the gladiator music in the background as well.
Same. Either that
Here we
or
go.
Sidemen or Dalek spaceship.
Yeah, look at this. Vern's practically pushing Dennis round as well. Vern's going to go to the outside. Dennis is just ahead of him. He's keeping to the inside at turn 6. Dennis goes defensive. Vern sends him around the outside. Dennis will go lay on the brakes. Try and turn in. Trying to have a little bit of opportunity with Muller. Can't work out. Vern does a switchback. Not working out there either.
Percentage on 1 for the leaders. How long do they have until...
Well, there's Evans. Cassidy there with him. They're coming into the hairpin. They will be approaching the line.
Evans 0.9. 1% back again.
So, and here comes Vern on the inside turn 12. Can't make a move there.
Oh no.
5% of energy. They can lift and coast even if he hits 0. If he can just coast it across the line, it won't be that bad. It's looking okay. Evans will take this one. They've nursed it to perfection out of the last 2 corners. Mitch Evans, 1, 2, 3 in a row, 3 times the winner in Rome.
Just as he hit 0.
Cassidy second, coasting across the line, and now look at that! Muller round the outside of Vern. Vern trying to pass Dennis. He nearly had it. Dennis out the last corner will keep 4th place, but hit 0.
Vern 2, he's hit 0.
Now, Dennis could have coasted across the line.
They're on 0.
Yeah. Mitch Evans, 3 in a row on the streets of Rome.
Come on! Who's the king of Rome? Come on! Yes! And that's with fastest lap. Perfect event. Come on, maximum points!
Maximum attack. Evans is not out of the title hunt yet. On the day everybody failed, Mitch Evans rises to the top. A blessing from God. Mitch Evans wins again in Rome.
Very good for him, especially since we definitely thought he was going to lose it after a little bit.
Yeah. And we were made to wait for it as well. Really wait for it. Like an hour and 30.
How long is this meant to usually last?
We should have been done about an hour ago. Yeah, we were under a red flag for a long time.
Right, so
Let's hear from him.
Thanks to the team for going to be through, and we're rolling to tomorrow.
Well done. Get ready for tomorrow.
I reckon Verline could make it in the disqualification list, personally. The track's going to have to be cleared up before tomorrow.
I can Vern too.
Yeah, Vern possibly could go disqualification as well. Oh, well, understandably, I think Channel 4 go for an ad
I think
break.
Dennis also hit before.
What a race! Just utterly perfect. Everything.
Apart from crashing.
Yeah. Well,
8 drivers.
It was a good race, but definitely some scary moments. And I don't think I ever want to see that type of accident again.
No.
Verline's going to be investigated after the race. We already know that.
I want to know who's the disqualification.
We won't get. Well, we'll know that tomorrow in practice 3, 7 o'clock in the morning. But you won't be there for that one, so we'll update you at qualifying at 9:30 again.
Oh, 9:30.
Yes, but Megan, you get pancakes.
True.
Yes, yeah, you get pancakes. It's all good. What a race!
I do like pancakes.
I'm not surprised. How long's left on the clock then? 35 minutes on the IndyCar broadcast. No red flags looking like it at the moment. So, yeah, sorry we had to go longer here, but we've been on air for nearly 2 hours. And that's how long the race has been. You've knocked one of the pegs off.
Peg.
Well, yeah, you can take those pegs in now, actually.
Why are they here?
Silverstone flag. There's another 2 somewhere. Where have they gone? There was another 2. Oh, they're still here. Hang on.
Are they in my hair?
No. They might be here. Oh, no, they've disappeared.
Maybe Mum stole them.
Yeah, or took them back. Maybe there was only... No, there was 4. Definitely was 4.
Hey, look.
Double pegs as well, yeah. So, replay. Look at that. Vern went on the inside at the hairpin, got ahead of Dennis, and Dennis just kept it full power around the outside. So, there might be a few bits of power that we need to look at. Usable energy is what they mean when they hit 0.0%. Because they all have a... Oh, hello. Someone's completely run out of energy. Is that Muller? It is. It's Nico Muller. And is it Nat Cooper? Hang on, who is that?
Weird since he had more.
Is that Muller? Yes, it is. It is Nico Muller.
He's just like out of it.
Oh, he's got going again. Do you reckon the car's overheated?
Probably.
Yeah, I would say almost certainly. Muller stopping to get back in. In fact, looking at it, we've got the 33 still out there. Sergio Sette Cat. No, that's Dan Tictum, isn't it? In the 30. What is going on with our timing screens? So Dan Tictum hasn't come back in. Sergio Sette Camera hasn't come back in, and Roberto Merri hasn't come back in. Megan, they're all still slow on the in lap.
I think.
And Evans is back in the pit lane.
Stopped.
Yeah. Merri's looking incredibly slow. Mitch Evans is back in the pit lane. He's already all there, all set to go. Merri has stopped and got going. Let's take a look. Thanks for the call. I'm very happy, Kiwi, says Gavin Jones. Pleasure, Gavin. Sweet Light says, yes, go Mitch and Max. Hopefully everyone is very much enjoying. Much better commentary here. Thanks, guys, for doing this world feed, being terrible again. Much better commentary. Well, thank you very much, Liana, as well. Pleasure. And I'm happy that so many people have enjoyed us. We're not even on the main channel. live. We're on Twitch and JB Motorsports 2 because we're blocked on the main YouTube channel until Sunday. So thank you for that. That's honestly made our weekend, having as many people on the commentary stream as we have. 100 on YouTube. I think I saw about 50 on Twitch at points, and everyone watching again on JB Motorsports 1. Thank you very much. It means a lot. And also, IndyCar Practice 2 is live now on JB Motorsports 2. We will have qualifying live on Twitch later on. Apologies we had to cancel. It's just because everything sort of went wrong with Formula E with the red flags.
There are too many.
Yeah. I knew it would be tight with the callback, but I didn't realise how tight it would be. Cassidy in saying he wants to get changed. He's sweating too much. Still, we'll hear from them coming in. I could do some food. I don't know about you, Megan, about that one.
I think I'm so hungry that I feel sick.
When is the qualifying for IndyCar? That's what I want to know. Because I've got to cook a shepherd's pie now.
Please do.
After, of course, taking this stuff off from one to the other on your laptop.
Yeah.
Are we going to have the results? No.
Because I want to do some writing.
IndyCar qualifying is coming your way at 7:50. 7:50 until 9:15. So, an hour 20. It's not bad, is it?
Are we doing that?
Yes.
Wait. I'm confused.
You be back here 7:50. IndyCar quali.
Movie is going to, or episode is going to be watched.
Movie at 9:20. Already discussed. Megan keep in loop. Let's hear from top three.
Huge congratulations. What a drive, mate.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, it was almost 2 races that we had. After the restart, I mean, first of all, it was good to see everyone was fine after that shunt. It was pretty big, and obviously Sam had a pretty scary moment, so good to see everyone's fine. Then after that, I was a little bit down on energy compared to Nick and Jake, so I had to try and equalize that. The energy targets dropped a lot after the safety car, so it became a lot more of an energy race than we were expecting. But yeah, I could manage it well. Yeah, the team also guided me through, like always, you know, as good as possible, and then leave the rest for me. One little scare with missing the attack. I missed it last loop. I was going through there super slow, and I still missed it. So need to practice that tomorrow. But yeah, just a huge result. Obviously, maximum points today. So this is what I needed. Only a small dent into the next lead, but it's better than nothing.
Firmly retain your crown as the King of Rome, and also now being the first driver to win here from pole position.
That's true. That's true. We're hoping to break that curse. So yeah, 4 wins here, amazing. Not really sure what it is about the place, but I love the track. But we've also got another day tomorrow. I think people will make another big step. Nick was quick in the race as well, so yeah, it's not all you know, it's there for the taking for tomorrow, but we just have to do the right steps, and hopefully we've got, you know, a good balance like we had today.
Thanks very much.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, 4 wins here. 1 in the original layout, and then 3 here on the new layout. But it's been 3 in a row, which I think is the crucial part. Hey, that was the first start, Megan. Getting ahead of Sam Bird after Bird repassed him, and then the red flag, then missing attack mode. We thought it was all done. He missed the third. Yeah.
See how he did it.
I think he missed the 3rd sensor. So look, 1, 2. Yeah, he missed the 3rd sensor, the last one. He didn't cross it correctly. Well, that was chaotic. Right, should we hear from P2?
Cassidy, a tremendous drive from you to get onto the podium again.
Oh,
Did you expect that at the start of the race?
No, I didn't. I actually felt quite fast today, but yeah, this is pretty. I wouldn't say angry about qualifying. I was more heartbroken. I was like, damn, we had a good shot there, and yeah, it was what it was. I was racing, so I started 9th, and yeah, we had a good race.
Yes, again, you showed us what you can do from a detrimental qualifying position. Firstly, can you do it again tomorrow? And do you think the win was on today?
Honestly speaking, hat off to Mitch and Jaguar. They were really, really good today. Weirdly, I felt closer to them in qualifying trim than I did in the race. In the race, at the end, we had a good little chance to see where each other was strong, and I felt he was a bit stronger than me. So, yeah, we'll look at it and go again tomorrow.
I think this is the 3rd time we've had a Kiwi 1-2 on the podium. You guys are quite the pair.
Yeah, wow. quite the pair.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Thanks.
Cassidy too, great second launch to the Grand Prix and got away well. Of course, started the race in 9th on the first go-round, started 4th on the second go-round, and that's really sort of what thrown him into the championship. He now leads the title as well by getting past on Dennis. That's great.
Good day for him.
Brilliant weekend as well, going ahead into London and then finishing in P2. Let's hear from Max Gunther then from Maserati. Quite a turnaround from him. Gunther started the race 8th, restarted 7th, finished 3rd. Great restart for him. And here he is now in the pits.
Maximilian Gunther, huge congratulations. What a day for you and the team. Home race on the podium.
Yeah, of course. It's an amazing feeling to put Maserati here on our first home race in Formula E on the podium straight away. Incredible. Lots of emotions and happiness. It has been a tough weekend so far. We had a few issues that hopefully we can sort out for tomorrow, so we just had to deal with them today. We did a good qualifying, and yeah, in the race we executed super well, and I'm just really happy about this podium.
You are doing a tremendous job of bouncing back the difficult starts of the season that you and the team have had, especially in hot races, it seems. What's the turnaround time, and do you think that this was possible before the race?
Well, I knew it's more difficult here to overtake, so energy management was going to be crucial. This was clear. To be fair, top 5, top 6, I think was something that we targeted. We wanted to score good points, but to take the podium, obviously, I mean, I'm happy to take it, but it was not expected today.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Max Gunther coming back up then. Wrong lever I pulled down. Gunther did well in this one as well. Here you are, Megan. Right, we're going to let you go because you've been here for ages. You're here later, so go watch some House. What did you make of the E-Prix then? Once again, you here providing drama.
It's what I do.
Back tomorrow?
Unfortunately, yes.
Very
because
nice.
I'm scared it's going to be another crash.
Good. Right, see you tomorrow then, Megs. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you later for IndyCar, though, obviously. Right, let's head down to Radzi in the pit lane.
A new race leader in the form of Nick Cassidy.
Yeah, I mean, a race that we pretty much expected in the sense of Mitch Evans being dominant here. We know how good Nick Cassidy is at coming back in the races. He's repeated that again. I think that's a good sign for him for the rest of the season. And yeah, the championship is still very much open. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen tomorrow.
Can Mitch Evans, very quickly, can he do it again tomorrow to make it 4 in a row?
I definitely think so, but Nick Cassidy also looks very strong, so let's see.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Mitch Evans manages to do the unthinkable, I'll present in London in my underpants. Such would be the magnitude of that performance there. Be sure to watch us tomorrow once again in Rome, where it delivers pressure like the mailman. We'll see you in 24 hours' time.
And that's them signing off as well from the Channel 4 feed, so they won't be showing the podium. Thankfully, I have got the podium ceremony on here, up here in the commentary box, because I knew that might happen. So one of us in the box was thinking ahead. I tell you what he's not thinking ahead of, though. Joshua, hello, me, cannot find where the little connector is for, here it is, for the actual lead to hear from the top 3. Oliver Askew is down there now. Let's hear from him.
The drivers have got to say on the way to the podium.
Yeah, that's it, that's it. Oliver Askey's going to interview the top 3. Here we go.
No, there will be. Got ya. So show you what you can do around here.
Oh, it's just a short ride.
Faster than us.
Special.
So this is Oliver Askew interviewing the drivers right now.
Jake got the wrong lap, huh?
Yeah, what was that?
Where did he finish?
4.
Still? He saved a lot.
That's impressive.
Just, I think he sacrificed 2-3. He was like, all right.
This is the top 3 talking.
Are we allowed to go?
Who's driving?
We're good to go. Yeah. All right.
Oliver is driving them in. Oliver Askew is driving to the podium. Wow.
All right, welcome to Ollie's taxi service. Going to the podium.
Hey, how many chassis are there for tomorrow?
Is anyone? Nobody's injured, right? No. Just check it.
This is fun.
I saw it in the mirror.
How did you get through? Because
I went outside.
You did, and I went
because
inside.
I saw you guys inside, so I slowed down. I went middle of the track, so I knew at one point
you got some speed out though.
Yeah.
I went flat.
Because all the guys behind me, they crashed. So
yeah, I went full throttle to get through.
Yeah, no, I slowed down.
Because he was coming back. I went flat. I was like, if I don't have speed,
yeah,
he's gonna hit you.
Yeah. No, I just I slowed down a bit, went middle.
Yeah.
And then my feeling was
right because at one point he will come left.
Yeah.
And it was super cool.
Same goal. Oh man.
But the Jeffries Valley was super close on the inside.
Yeah, as well, yeah.
Did you guys see the yellows immediately?
I saw them spinning.
Yeah.
I saw it all happening and I'm like,
I think some, obviously like some guys had no idea, right?
Yeah, sure.
But they need to fix those potholes.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Bumps there, right?
The potholes.
Yeah, there's 2 manholes.
He was terrible. He was pushing up. He was hustling.
This is newly paved, huh?
This is, yeah. There's kind of parts of that section as well. But
We're on the way to the podium, by the way. You're just tuning in.
you had much pace, Max, or?
Pace was okay.
It was similar,
I think,
no?
yeah, similar pace, but I was a bit down on energy compared to you two.
Okay.
I think you were the same, right? Energy-wise?
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Yeah. Thanks for that, mate. That was great.
Send me the Send me the invoice later.
Well, Ollie's taxi service.
Yeah, not really being sarcastic at all to take them around to turn where the start line positioning is there. But to answer SH2's question on Twitch, how many times have we seen Cassidy make a recovery drive from 10th or below to the podium? I think he's done at least 5 out of the 13 races this year, isn't he? He's done it an insane amount of time. But Evans winning again, 4th time in Rome, 3rd time on this variation, and 3 in a row as well. Cassidy ahead of Gunther, Dennis in 4th. It's been one of those races where you just don't know what to expect and don't know where to go next. We should get a camera in the kitchen to watch Josh cook. Well, I could go live on Twitch to do it, but there'll be a lot of swearing. And I've already done the potatoes, so it's not really that much. I think Megan might be a bit funny. Plus, you don't want to see my kitchen. Kitchen's not looking good. Although, I would say a funny stream. Let's hear from the other drivers now in the cool-down room now.
Exactly what their thoughts were on what was a frantic and dramatic round of the ABB FIA Formula E World Championship.
Okay, I thought they were going to have it. Yeah, we should probably have a camera in the box. That would be quite funny. Evans indeed making his name known in Rome. Says SHT. Yep. It's one of those races. If you're joining us on Twitch, you can join us for IndyCar qualifying. That will be live at 7:50 British Summer Time. Here's the results then. From Rome E-Prix, Mitch Evans is victorious. Alongside him is Cassidy in 2nd. 3rd for Gunther. Dennis 4th. Jean-Eric Verne 5th. Nico Muller is 6th. Pascal Verlaine is 7th. Norman Nato 8th. Sergio Seta Cameron 9th. And Sasha Fenestras takes it out in 10th. Stoffel Van Dorn is 11th. Roberto Meri is 12th. Dan Ticktum in 13th. Our last finisher. Out of the race, Rene Rast, Sam Bird, Sebastian Boemi, Antonio Felix da Costa, Eduardo Mortara, Lucas de Grassi, Robin Friant, Andre Lotterer as well. And not taking part was Jake Hughes. It's one of those races. Nick Cassidy now leads the championship on 171 points. Jake Dennis is on 166. Mitch Evans, 151. Coming into it as well. Further down, Pascal Verlaine on 144. 4 drivers still in the hunt for the title. Mathematically, it's a 3-way fight going forward. All the drivers having points on the board too, but seriously today has affected the team's championship. Worst of all, across the series, it really has been the teams that have suffered here today for the Rome E-Prix. Taking a look at that standings now. It has changed once again, just to let everybody know. This is how crazy the drama is going to be. Envision now lead on 243 points. Tag Heuer Porsche 237. Jaguar 213. Andretti 189. Penske 149. Maserati 110. McLaren 86. Nissan 59. Mahindra 33. Neo 30. And Apton 15. Podium ceremony then is coming to fruition as everyone's going to come in and take over once more. The team's championship, Jaguar TCS Racing win for the 4th time here in Rome. A really sweet performance from them as they walk up to the podium in the fan zone. The fans were treated to a great race over 2 hours. We've been on here now, so about a 2 hour race actually, thinking about it. Went on here at, what was it, 2? It's now 4. So yeah, we went to red flag for a long time, plus the race. There's Demi Nadal-Tossier pronouncing the podiums. Max Gunther finishes in 3rd place for Maserati MSG Racing. A fantastic achievement from him. I think Gunther and Maserati finally finding the sweet spots between the two. There's something falling from the commentary box there that I've just found. I've just stepped on. Looks like chalk from somewhere. 2nd place for Nick Cassidy. A very important result that gives him the lead in the Drivers' Championship with 3 races to go. The race tomorrow, no Parc Fermé for the following cars: 10, 16, 13, 48, 11, 4 and 36. So that is all the cars that crashed out earlier on in the Grand Prix. So Bird, Buemi, DaCosta, Mortara, Degrassi, Fines and Lotto, they won't have any Parc Fermé out on the circuit. Mitch Evans wins here in Rome. As Cassie finishes 2nd, has he got on the podium yet? No, he hasn't. Cassie's still walking up to the podium. Come on, Mitch. It's his turn. He wants to go on. Nick gets on. Mitch comes up. And the podium ceremony, we will hear once again the New Zealand national anthem. But to avoid any issues with copyrights, I'll be giving you some information throughout it as well. Race win on the board then for Mitch Evans yet again this season. There's just no stopping Mitch. Faster, cleaner, more aggressive. And can he win tomorrow to make it 5 wins in Rome and 4 race wins in a row? How insane would that be for him? There's just no stopping this driver. There's just nothing. He is super duper fast. Can he take a surprise championship in season 9 of ABB FIA Formula E? Well, we've heard it so much this season. It looks like New Zealand are going to have a fight for the title, with a chance from Britain with Jake Dennis. Let's hear the winning drivers' national anthem of New Zealand. And of course, to avoid the issues, I'll just display a few more bits of information as well in the background. Evans with victorious then. Just to confirm, no Parc Fermé for cars 10, 16, 33, 48, 11 and 36. But René Rast did have problems in the race. He officially retired, completing just 15 of the 27 laps in total. Dan Tickton finished last, but Stoffel van Dorn in 11th did lose his front wing, opted to continue without it, still managed to stay ahead of Roberto Meri and Dan Tickton, which I think is very strong and very good information as well going forward. By the way, as soon as all the copyright stuff's done, I can have the national anthems again. But right now, I don't want to risk anything this weekend. It's like super duper stuff that we're just sort of just taking care of everything. Here's the British national anthem, though, of God Save the King. One national anthem I know that isn't copyrighted for sure, because it's in the public domain, as is every national anthem. But look, it's getting worse. But I just like to point out I know some things that are coming the way that I can not just always talk over now. But the British national anthem then for Jaguar TCS Racing. Another win in their armoury this season. That started Jaguar so poorly. They're now in a title fight, not with Sam Bird. And with the rumours that Sam has been let go by the team in favour of Nick Cassidy next year, the championship for next season is getting ever better. A fantastic appearances on the podium then here in the Hankook Rome E-Prix, round 13 of the season. Tomorrow's round 14. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait to see what will happen. I literally am buzzing with excitement. Today has been dramatic, it's been chaotic. Tomorrow could be even worse. Are they going to fix those potholes overnight? The bumps that saw 7 cars have accidents in this race weekend? Well, we'll see. We knew turn 6 and 7 was a problem. I just didn't know how much of a problem it was actually going to be. Third place for Gunther on the podium then to take full honours. And waves to the crowd. Second place for Nicholas Cassidy. Well done. Quick Nick getting up there. A Kiwi 1-2 on the podium. You just can't write this stuff. New Zealand are having a World Championship battle in IndyCar and in Formula E. The fastest drivers are Kiwis. I think that's confirmed. Over the top then. Well, I said in a commentary, over the hill and far away, Mitch Evans has come to play. 4 wins in Rome, 3 in a row. The King of Rome, the new Emperor of Rome is Mitch Evans. Can he take the championship into tomorrow? And now, the champagne presented. The big bottle of Magnum. It's champagne time in Rome. 33-degree air temperature. Track temperature 49 degrees. It's dropped 12 since the race started 2 hours ago. Rome has been electric. Should we do it all again tomorrow? Sure thing. Why not? Mitch Evans victorious once again as he progresses. A 3-way fight for the title with 3 races to go. So let's confirm then how they finished here in this fantastic, unpredictable Rome E-Prix. The racing has given us just utter drama. Nobody knows what is going to happen next here. And this is the full result from the proceedings. It is Mitch Evans who is victorious. Alongside him is Nick Cassidy. Then we get Max Gunther in third, Jake Dennis in fourth. Jean-Luc Verne goes into fifth, sixth for Nico Muller, seventh. So I'm hearing multiple things in my ears right now just about some drivers that are going to have penalties post-race. You could see Pascal Verlaine having them. So yeah, running through the order, which you can see out of the race though. Again, the big ones in Rast, Buemi and Bird. Well, it has been a race like no other. I certainly can't remember that much drama and intrigue for a long time this season. A red flag really did provide all the chaos it needed. Dennis dropping down to fourth. Cassidy finishing second. Evans taking the win. The championship hunt is alive. And it is going to continue. 3 races to go. 4 drivers mathematically involved. Realistically, though, it's a 3-way fight for the title. Join us tomorrow on JB Motorsports 2 and Twitch Live. And for the full race upload to JB Motorsports as well. For all the coverage from the second Rome E-Prix. Well, thanks to you all. We'll see you later. Goodbye.